Is it gonna go live this time? Is it gonna go live properly? Properly. And what was that? What was that song? Margarine. Homer Simpson's I think it was, what, it would have been kerosene? I don't know, glycerine. Glycerine probably. Glycerine, kerosene, fucking gasoline, some flammable liquid that a grunge band sung about back in the 90s, because that's what they were doing at the time. So that was a style at the time. I'm airdropping the video still. We got like halfway done airdropping, but I think I'm on time. Almost. Wait. I think I was. I don't know. OBS wants to like make me late for stuff, but hello, Tinkerbell Hippie, Captain Salty, Louis the 13th Pizza, Teresa. We got Kratos, Grateful Mama, Cat. I think that's that. Unless Tara and Raisin are here as well. And Cite, Bush sang that song. Which one? The Glycerine? I think it's Glycerine, right? I don't know who sang it. Probably like, we'll just look it up. We'll look it up. The only grunge band I listened to was Nirvana. I don't know any of those, like, I don't know, I think Bush is one. Or oh wait, that's what you're talking about, Bush. Oh, I thought you meant Bush the beer. I don't know why. When I saw Bush, the first thing I thought of was, oh, Bush beer, like they did it for a beer commercial. Okay, no, Bush, the grunge band Bush. Yeah. That tracks. That makes sense. 2 seconds left to airdrop. So apparently James was salty. He was spicy this morning. He was saying a whole bunch of mean stuff about me or whatever, and Sprinks was in his chat, being useless as usual. And she dates Matty R. So I threw his name in the title too. So that's why the title is that. Let me adjust the microphones here so I can see my chat better. Diane, how you doing? Has there been any mention of Kay and his little in the little since the new year? I'm sorry to stick around. I just dropped in to say hi, but can't really listen. No problem. I haven't, not that I can remember since the new year, heard him mention anything about Kay. I'm really trying to even remember like a passing thing. Lately, he's been having multiple boyfriends. I know that he has in text messages to Josh, but other than that, like I don't think he's mentioned them publicly that I can remember. I might be wrong. He hasn't given us a lot though. He's usually just streams like about a half an hour in the morning and then disappears for the rest of the day. Yesterday though, he went live when I was live. We got to snipe him for a bit. And that's when one of his supposed boyfriends walked up to him and he was like, "Hey, boyfriend." And he's like, "This is my boyfriend, not boyfriend." We didn't get to see him, but we got to hear him. And then that was, I guess, the highlight of the day. Whatever. he's telling Josh that they're boyfriends. I don't fuck. It's weird. He's weird. So as far as I know, no mention of the ex, just his current whatever these things are. Let me make sure this air trapped before I delete things off the phone like I did the other day. Is this the one from yesterday? Hold on. Yes, this was from yesterday. I should put that in the folder. I knew that after. We are good. So, he January 16th, he uploaded a YouTube video too. Hold on. Let's see this YouTube video. Brooke is live. Brooke only has 35 people watching or what? Maybe she just started. James Saroka. Oh shit. Why is my screen's not working? You guys can't see what I'm seeing. There we go. This is see, OBS is just trying to mess with me lately. Don't be mean. Don't be mean to me, OBS. Let's try to find. This is I think this is the video. This is the only video he has. 2 views. 5 hours ago, James. That's not good. Not good, Jim Jams. All right, let's watch this masterpiece before we watch the actual videos here. Only a minute. All right, James, what you got for us?
I'm not going to post this video just yet.
Well, I'll post it now.
I just wanted to check in. I already posted one this morning, so I feel like that would be too much, but
Brooke's an idiot. I mean, we already knew that, but what did she do today that is making you feel this way? She has court today, doesn't she? She must be anxious about court and saying a whole bunch of crazy shit. She has it in her mind that she's the victim.
you know, I have a little extra free time, so I figured I'd come say hello and just see what's going on in your day. I got a lot of messages from you today. Very thankful. Took a nice little stop at Dunkin'. They have a 5 deal. I don't know if I'm allowed to post that, but we're gonna find out. And
Oh, he did say that. Yeah, he said to my little one, "Don't be smoking." That was this year. He also said, "Don't curse." Even if you see me cursing, still addressing the child. Like the live streams are for him. That was definitely this. Yeah, he has mentioned his kid, I guess. Thank you, Jill. That's right.
And little $5 deal. Got myself 2 sandwiches and a drink, which is pretty good. And then ran over to CVS to grab something quick,
and Raisin. Thank you, Raisin.
Picked up a package for myself. So now I got a portable battery. So if you want to go ahead, if you have any other recommendations on gear that I could use to help me be able to make more content more quickly, let me know. And if you have any leftover phones, things like that, that you're not going to use, if you want me to be able to make content for you more quickly, you're more than welcome to send them out. I'll give you an address you can send it to. So
Didn't he post this video somewhere else, or like I swear this was from a live stream. We've seen this before. This isn't from today. The video was uploaded 5 hours ago and it says January 16th, but we've heard this is from something else. I swear he uploaded this somewhere else.
Thank you for being so supportive.
I would say it was from a live stream if it wasn't in like horizontal format.
Thank you for the likes, the comments, the shares, the subscriptions, and for your company. Pretty soon we'll be able to live stream here on YouTube, and we'll go from there. Thank you.
Yeah, that's super old. I swear to God, that's old. Anyways, let's go to this morning at 6:01. Literally 6:01. It's like clockwork. I literally have an alarm set because James' notifications don't wake me up anymore. To wake up at 6, and then bam, he's right there. He's right there. Fucking maniac. Anyways, let's see. I thought he was just playing COD all morning. That's why I was like, fuck it, I'm going back to sleep. Host mic is off. He's wearing the ladies. The Michael Scott ladies fucking business coat thing. Pinstripe shit. He's all about the pinstripes lately. Start saying weird shit about the oh, yeah. Yeah. Brooke be doing that. Brooke is the loud as loud. Alright, we're gonna have to fast forward, I guess. And a banana's in there. Are we gonna see what's his face? What's her face? Anja. We're gonna see Anja. This is his Call of Duty. I tried I did download Call of Duty Mobile. So this is the thing. I can pair my controller, but then it won't let me play with James because it'll only let me play with people who also are playing with controllers. And it doesn't let me mirror my screen without there being like a substantial amount of delay. So if I want to play James on Call of Duty, I have to play it in his crazy touchscreen maniac fucking way. But to be honest, like, it is so the game itself sucks. Like, it's I think I could still beat him even with the touch controls. Like, the game is that bad. Like, I've never died once yet on the game. But I'm also like working with really clunky controls. The first half hour is just nothing. Okay, that's good to know. We could just blaze through. You didn't like writing? Nobody wrote anything interesting? James was typing in here. Denny's on Lake Mead Boulevard, or Lake Mead. Yeah, Boulevard, Las Vegas. Check hasn't come in yet. Just sitting here. Check for what? I got into a vocation program, and I am now enrolled. I guess we can just do 10 times speed. Whoops. Shit. Fucking Scorpion. Enrolled in college. That's what he was saying before, too. Suave got kicked. It starts in 2028, apparently. At least that's what the thing he posted on Snapchat or Instagram Reel said. Can we do times 30 speed? Whoa. You have such a serious expression this morning. He's always serious. It's James Saroka. He's the most serious man. Scorpion dude is. Too busy. You want to support? Buy me Denny's. You want to support me being homeless, playing Call of Duty on a fucking Motorola smartphone? Buy me some Denny's. That'll help. Robert Webb. I know Robert Webb. Robert Webb's cool. He's a cool guy. We're almost at the. We're over a half hour now. Someone's like, how many girlfriends do you have? Good morning. I'm penalizing anyone who has money for not buying me breakfast. I'm penalizing anyone who has money for not buying me breakfast. What? James, I'm penalizing anyone for who. Do you have money? You didn't buy me breakfast? Fuck you. Fuck you for having money and not buying me, James Saroka, breakfast. Why would they buy him breakfast? Gary V, yeah. When he leaves Denny's, his money kicks off? Okay. I said taking a. Oh, he's taking a. You can screenshot. You don't know how to screenshot, James. That's sad. You're a social media superstar. You think you know how to screenshot stuff. Okay, here we go. So I guess James did not get any breakfast?
39 degrees!
Oh shit, you're loud, James.
I tell you, I was hanging out in the Denny's. Nobody's buying me breakfast. And my buddy is asleep who would buy me breakfast if I was, last resort. And I just don't feel comfortable in there right now. Like, I could feel it.
Well, then, I guess no breakfast for you. Why are you you're penalizing people? James, define penalizing. What does he think penalizing means? Maybe he thinks it's not punishing people. Maybe he thinks maybe he just doesn't know English. And he thinks it's just like, I'm shunning them. Or that would still be penalizing them, though. It's still like, I don't know. Crazy, James.
Like, I could just feel the tension. I'm like, fuck off. Like, there's other people in.
It's really, fuck off. How does this turn into me?
Like, fuck off. Like,
there's some anger in that voice. Yeah, fuck off, people wondering why I'm just sitting in Denny's, not buying anything, in girl clothes.
Other people in there, and their attitudes are just so fucking sour. And
James's face was pretty sour. He seemed like a very grumpy guy in there.
Don't want to be in there. So I'm literally going out in a 30-some degree weather just not to be. I could be sitting.
Angie, that's Anja's claim to fame, That's why I'm surprised she has like under 1,000 subs. It's like Cyrax, pretty big community. Rev and Shani, pretty big community. Now she's like sliding in James Saroka's DMs. James Saroka has a pretty big community that watch him as well. I'd say like there's at least 500 to 1,000 floaters that watch James on and off, I'd say.
In the warm Denny's right now, but they me off so bad with their terrible, toxic attitudes that I don't even want to fucking be in there.
What toxic attitude? I bet you they were just like talking to each other and like running the restaurant and going about their day. And James is just like mad. Probably got a bad KD ratio on Call of Duty and is blaming the workers.
I will wait for Starbucks to open and I will go to Starbucks. Starbucks is my happy place. And I will be okay again.
Today I'm Denny's. Denny's, you fucked James up. James, he threatened like a manager at a Denny's one time. He threatened to take her baby because she was pregnant. And that manager just so happened to be married to the chief of police in Florida. That didn't turn out. James was tripping. James was tripping hard for a couple of days after that. What an idiot. But yeah, maybe that's bringing back some stuff. Some homeless people also confronted him outside of a Denny's and he shit his pants one time. James and Denny's, like, he hasn't had the best experiences with Denny's in the past.
I'm still going to go in there. I'm still going to go to Denny's when I'm like, you know, I'm still waiting for a check to come in.
What check?
Because I get up early. Like last night. Thank you. I went to sleep at 6 p.m. I fell asleep at like 6 p.m. And so I woke up at like, you know, super early. I woke up at midnight.
I bet you could see like when James is active on Snapchat. I bet he's not going to bed at 6 a.m. Or sorry, 6 p.m. He only sleeps for like 2 to 3 hours a night. But I think he's just saying this so it makes him seem like he's a normal person getting a right amount of sleep or something, but I doubt it.
And so I headed out. Oh my God, holy fucking shit! My hands are already starting to freeze. Come on! God damn it! So I woke up at like 1 o'clock, or I went out at like 1 o'clock. So I've been in Denny's for a couple of hours. I'm very thankful that I could just hang out there, even if I'm not buying something. But it's like, it comes at an emotional cost, you know?
It comes at an emotional cost. I could have just hung out at Starbucks without buying anything, and it didn't take such an emotional toll on me. But Denny's, oh my God, the emotional cost of sitting there for free in the nice heated area.
You have emotional vampires that come out in the middle of the night and are super fucking annoying.
That's James is that. James is that. It's crazy. This is crazy, James.
And like they're the only.
He used to have such more balls. Like he used to wait until someone would kick him out of a place. He'd be like, I have the right to be here. You don't get any of that with this James. This James is like tripping all the time.
Like I don't know how the waitress does it. I don't know how the people that work at Denny's do it. I really don't, because the customers that come out in the middle of the night are fucking miserable and they're annoying and they're fake and they're like
fake. They're buying fucking coffee, James. How can you assess them on that level? These people are so fake, sitting here drinking their coffee, not buying me breakfast.
like fake rude people. I fucking hate it when people are like fake rude. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
they're like,
my headphones just aren't working.
Thank you.
That's annoying. Why aren't my headphones working? Why are there so many things to choose from? What the fuck? Why is it doing it on this?
Or like fake rude. You know what I mean? Like I fucking hate it when people are like fake rude. You know what I mean? Like they're like, oh, thank you for the soda. You're missing an ice cube, is what they're really thinking. You know, like in their brain, they're like, there's only 14 ice cubes and I asked for 15. You know?
I don't think anyone's thinking that. This is strange.
Like, oh God, that shit drives me nuts. Oh, it's so annoying. And I just couldn't do it. I mean, ugh. Everybody's got something going on. But it's like, you ever have like broke ass bitches come in, or like,
Is that like you, James, who has no money, who's waiting on a check to come in, quote unquote, who want other people to buy him breakfast? Broke ass bitches, yeah.
you ever deal with broke bitches that like act like they're rich? Like,
Yeah, like you, who say you have millions of dollars and millions of gallons of water in foreign countries, which is a weird flex. I don't even, like, what is that?
listen, I'm not rich. I'm not. I keep myself poised. That's why I dress up and stuff. Like, that's just my way of life.
He's in women's clothes right now.
But like, people that have to fake it, like, we know you're poor and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But you don't have to use your insecurity about your poverty to be an asshole to people.
It's like he's talking to himself. Well, he kind of is. He's looking at himself in a digital mirror. But this is so weird. Have we heard this kind of rant from James? It's fresh for me. This feels fresh. That's nice. It's nice to wake up to, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You're going through things. I can be here for you. But no, instead, you push me away and be rude. You know?
What's going on, Josh? Still not arrested? Yeah, me neither. I don't think Conger's arrested either. We should check in on him.
It's not about it. I'm not about it.
Is it because you didn't buy him breakfast, Josh?
And I was holding that in the whole time I was sitting in Denny's. Like, holy shit. Like, I'm literally sitting there not able to order anything. And like, the people behind me were pissed because I didn't ask them to buy me something.
What are you... First off, you were in line, wasting people's time. The people behind you were mad because you have no money and you're standing in line. And you think they were mad because you didn't ask them to buy you something?
I shit you not. Like, mother of God. The attitude that they were throwing my way, the shade that they were throwing my way. Like, I'm sitting in my own booth, minding my own business, and I'm like, I'm not gonna embarrass myself and ask you to buy me something. That's solicitation, nonetheless. It's a crime. Like, I'm on track to become a cop. Like, I'm not asking you to buy me a meal. And they're just like giving me super horrible attitude.
What attitude? We didn't see any attitude. He was on mute, so we couldn't hear any attitude, I guess. But I think James is making this all up.
For not asking them to buy me something. Like, fuck you. Like, the feminine vibes were totally high. You know, like, the femme vibes were like up here. And I was feeling it too. You know, I was feeling it too. And I thought we were vibing, and we were vibing. And then they had to go out and be like feeling bad for me, which I get it. I'm thankful for the sympathy. I'm thankful for the empathy. I really am thankful. But like, that's not, you know, like, they were just trying to help, but it's like, it's insulting when someone starts getting passive aggressive because I won't let them help me. Like,
so they offered to buy him stuff, and he was like, no, my fans will buy me stuff. And they were like, so you're just gonna be in Denny's for no reason and you won't let us buy you stuff, but you're mad that people won't buy you stuff? I could see why that would be confusing.
I have my reasons, you know what I mean? Like, I'm turning to the internet, I'm turning to you. I'm like, hey, if you want to buy me Denny's, buy me Denny's. It's a bit. You know what I'm saying?
It's a bit? Oh, it's a bit? Josh, it's just a bit. You don't need to actually get him anything. That's just a bit. Anyone who's ever thought, oh, poor James, we better buy him something. Don't worry, it's just a bit. He doesn't need it. He's just acting. He's just acting.
Saying, like, I don't need you to buy me Denny's. I don't. but it adds to the content if somebody orders online and puts it at my table. You know?
It's just to add to the content? What are you talking about?
And someone puts it on my table. It looks good for everybody. But those days are...
Oh, I can fucking... I don't know about restringing it, actually. I can tune it now in, like, less than 10 minutes. I bought a fucking Allen key device thingy. It's good. It's good.
Over, I guess, you know, I've elevated beyond that, but I was willing to bring myself down in return for being a little less embarrassed in Denny's. But now instead, people are like, oh, well, we don't want you to have to bring yourself down to that level. We don't want you to have to stoop to that level. I'm like, well, you don't... I'm going to explain this to you real...
You made him look foolish? How did you make him look foolish? Oh, because you didn't give him the 200 so he couldn't pay for Denny's, or? Oh.
Quick. My options are to do that or to be outside, because my reputation has preceded me to the point where I can't afford to be recognized sitting in a Denny's not ordering anything or not having anything in front of me. So I came to the point where I got recognized. It's my own fault for not having the patience not to do the live gaming. Then I did my live stream. But I'm not going to just not do anything. Like, I have to do something with my life. My life has to keep moving forward. I've gotten into college. You know, one second. Jennifer, you're now on a watch list. Congratulations.
Hey, he was in jail for beating a pregnant woman. He will never be a cop. That's true. That is very true. I don't know. Like, I'm sure college will take his money. He can study criminal law or whatever the fuck he wants. As soon as he goes to apply to be a cop, they're not gonna let him.
Department of Defense is watching you. Have fun.
Have you ever seen Observe and Report? When he goes to apply to be a police officer, they do the psychological evaluation. They're like, oh no, you can't be a police officer. Then again, a lot of fucking idiots are police officers, so maybe James has a chance. Who knows? Depends on the state, I guess.
All right. Anybody that brings up my past is a criminal and a terrorist, just so you know, and will be deemed as such on the proper watch list. So shut your fucking mouth. Well, you have a chance to. I'm here looking like a fucking idiot trying to touch my phone with my nose.
Get gloves. My gloves, I can type on my phone with my gloves. It just takes a little longer because there's gloves. But they have invented the technology to do so. And they're not even expensive gloves. They're like $10 gloves. No, we need 50 pairs of headphones instead.
It is a government cover-up, so shut your mouth before you end up with a silenced pistol to your skull. It's a real fucking thing. There was a dude that ran the jail that I was at. I'm not going to say what capacity I was at the jail in. And this is the price. This is the fucking price. Because Jennifer wouldn't shut her fucking mouth.
Because Jennifer said one thing, wouldn't shut her fucking mouth. I'm going to go on some crazy psychotic rant here. These are good times, you know. My hands are clean of this. I don't know fucking Jennifer. I never influenced Jennifer. This is pretty funny.
Here's the price. He shot himself in the head.
Oh my, James. Okay, well, trigger warning. James is just a walking trigger warning, but I guess he's talking about extra spicy stuff today.
That happened in real life. He fucking...
And it didn't... Anytime James says something happened in real life, that's like a super tell it didn't happen at all.
Killed himself. Because he couldn't stand himself because of the way he treated the inmates. So yeah, don't fucking talk about it. Use your common sense. Most people do. You don't live in America? Doesn't matter. They're coming to get you. Trust me, especially with the Trump administration. Yeah, you're fucked. So shut your fucking mouth, grow up, and move on from it before you get yourself hurt. Because this shit is real. This isn't a fucking game anymore.
He looks like an elf. His nose is red. An angry elf.
It's not a game. This is real. This is
This is the streets of Las Vegas. We're too scared to stream at any time other than 3 in the morning.
real life. This is real fucking life. Get it in your thick skull. This is real fucking life.
James, you block when you kick someone from Bigo, you can't see the broadcast anymore. So I don't get why he kicks people and then goes on these rants that they can't hear.
So for those of you I just projected upon, I apologize. Thank you for listening. But I care about you. I do care about you in real life. You're safe to be here with me. You're just not safe to bring up my past. And I've said it to people. I said, shut your mouth. And they don't fucking listen. So listen to me when I say it. No matter what you're trying to do, I don't care if you're trying to help me. I don't care if you're trying to hurt me. Shut your fucking mouth. Because the government is watching and they don't give a shit.
They can watch. I don't care. I can say whatever the fuck I want. James, there's the First Amendment, and then there's the freedom of expression. You're Canadian. You can say whatever the fuck we want.
Stacy, you're dead. Goodbye.
Stacy, you won't be in college in 2028? I mean, 2028's a long ways away. You know, it wasn't, what, a month ago that he was saying he was going to stay in Hollywood until 2028 to clean up the city for the Olympics because it's his home and it's the most important thing to him in all of this world. And yeah, no, I don't think he's going to end up in college in 2028. So far away from now. He might be dead by then. Who knows?
I'll take them. That's fine. If you're dumb enough to insult me, then you are forced under my protection and my leadership. And I am the only one that can protect you from getting hurt. If you're going to.
Who does he lead? James couldn't lead a trail of ants with his fish ass. You know what I mean? Like, I don't... Leader of people.
Insult me. Literally the only one. My name is Step, and I'm not a criminal.
Because your name's James up here. You know, you could Google that and see what you went to jail for, right?
Welcome to real life.
Someone said that 2028 date would be his graduation year. Interesting. Well, let's see. Let's see. This criminal, it takes 3 years to be a cop.
Now put it on a t-shirt. My name is Step, and I'm not a criminal. Good evening from the Philippines. How are you, Gene? I'm not manic. I don't have a mental illness. I won't get locked up. Remember the 5G shit. Stay ahead. If you're not smart enough, be my victim. That's fine. I'm ready. I'm racking them the fuck up right now. You have no idea. I'm taking kills. Let's go. Good. That's good.
James has lost it. Why does he get mad at me? We're almost done the stream. Maybe he doesn't even bring me up. Maybe people were lying to me.
I'm not playing. This ain't a game. I shut the game off. This is the real deal. You want to know? You want to know some of the things I accomplished in LA? I don't work against the government. I don't work for the government. I don't work with the government.
Hey, there's Mark. Hey, I'm Mark. I beg everyone, look up Jimmy Saroka on YouTube. You will be shocked.
My actions aren't permitted by the government, but they're not considered criminal.
He's mad because he has to like ban people with his nose.
Mark, we don't do beggars in here.
What? Steve DeLive for present. I don't know if he meant president, but for present.
This is a sting operation. Welcome to it. You wanted action.
I love how there's like online fights being fought with my name in them while I'm sleeping. Good times.
Steve has officially been deemed a terrorist by the United States government.
Whoa. Can I get that in writing? Where does it say that?
Just so you
I'm pretty sure there's a watch list, right? Like, if you know where these terrorists are, let us know. I don't remember being on it.
know, Steve DeLive is now considered a terrorist to the United States government, officially.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. We can clip that.
Not hearsay. I've seen the documentation. He is now considered a terrorist. If you are someone that associates with him, you do have your name on a list, and you are currently being tracked by the United States government.
Damn, guys. I must be real important, huh?
Steve needed the attention. Steve needed to be popular. He needed the attention. He needed to be the center of attention. And he messed with the wrong person. I reached out to my connections, got the proper information, got the documentation in order, and he is now deemed a terrorist, an enemy to the United States government and to the...
It's crazy that out of all these goofballs, the only ones that were even like remotely somewhat of a threat were the Gala sisters using like YouTube's broken copyright system. Like, no one else. We got a lot of threats on this channel, but none of them are able to follow through on shit. Like, come on, James. This is it's a lot of bark, no bite.
An enemy to the United States government and to the people of America. I hope you enjoy your title.
I love it. I love my title.
Oh, we're not going again, Dior. No. This isn't 2017. It's 2025, baby. And my president is Donald Trump. Every
This ain't a banana. Steve sounds like a bad guy. I'm evil.
dollar that Steve DeLive makes using my name, he is going to be sued for.
Am I? I don't know. How much money has James made me? Probably a few $1,000s. But like on the grand scheme of things, you know, that's not much, James. Especially like because I've been covering him for years. So that's really not enough.
Yeah, I am going, listen, if the government, I got to make sure to get to him before the government does so he can get some sympathy points.
It's the government of James racing to try to get me.
Because he's going down. It's my turn. Yeah, he's a bad guy. How else do you say it? He's the bad guy. He's not a nemesis. He's not an enemy. Well, he's an enemy of the United States.
I love that James is like, Steve? No, he's not my enemy, okay? He's the enemy of the whole fucking country I live in, but he will never be my enemy, all right? Like, it's fucking hilarious.
But he is a terrorist. He is someone that we are to track down and put in prison. We're going to bring him over the border and put him in prison in America. Cut him off from his resources and make sure he can't manipulate or brainwash anyone any further.
Is that what I'm doing? I'm brainwashing people. Well, my mama mia. Most of the time, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. What's happening? I don't know. I don't know is like my catchphrase. I'm really just trying to figure out what the fuck is happening in these online people's lives. I didn't know it's so influential. And I'd brainwash so many people, 60 people. Holy fuck. We can't even break 100 concurrent subs anymore. That's the other thing too, is like, why would we need moderators? I can't even, like, if I can't keep up with a chat with under 100 people, like, Yeah, we out here brainwashing the masses.
We've found him guilty to be associated with pedophiles
What?
and people of the like.
Who's we? And what are you talking about?
He's
Oh, I brainwashed Josh? Okay. I might have like unbrainwashed Josh, maybe. I can kind of maybe I understand James's anger.
involved in organized pedophile rings.
What the fuck, James? Why is that like everyone on the internet's go-to? That's a weird thing to fucking just throw out there. You know what I mean? Like I would hope, James, that if I was doing that, you would just like go tell the authorities and get me locked up in jail for a long time. You wouldn't be like broadcasting saying you know this information to give people the chance to like delete evidence and stuff, right? It's gross. Like what the fuck is that, James?
Yep. Thank you. I play with him on Duolingo to keep track of him.
To keep track of what? Steve has been he's been learning Spanish a lot this week. What are you keeping track of? What the fuck, James?
And he knows it. But he's so cocky, he thinks he can get away with anything, so why not?
What?
Another one? I'm being told not to say it, but I want you to know.
Oh, what's this gonna be?
The past has caught up with Michael Conger.
Oh, where's Conger? Conger. We're gonna go down apparently.
And they're after him now. And he didn't know it, but he's done his best to turn a new leaf. So I'm letting him know by saying it here. He is on track for prison. They've already decided he's going to prison. There's no way around it. And they're going to be putting him more than likely in isolation. They're going to put him somewhere that people can't get to him because...
Does he think he's like telepathically talking to Trump or some shit? Like he's like, oh yes, I know Michael Conger and Steve DeLive will have him thrown in prison, even though Steve's a fucking Canadian and Conger doesn't do anything. He drives a bus and does a Christian radio show.
He's going to be going down for child endangerment charges. And,
What?
And what is it? Having to do with pedophilia. I can't remember the name of the charge, but they're going to be taking him.
So Conger's also involved. It's a PDF file as well. Right, Josh? We can all go to prison together. We can start a gang in prison. The anti-Saroka gang or some shit. What this is? XXX webcam secret meeting terrorist. Conger stalked you? Why did Conger stalk you? What? He called your phone over 50 times. That's not cool. What the fuck, Conger? Ew. James, that's gross.
There aren't claims. It'll force the suit. If I get sued, it'll force them to incarcerate him.
That's how it works. So if James gets sued, we go to jail too. What do we sue James for? I haven't even thought about suing James. I guess like that defamation, right? Sue James for defamation. I'm really not that concerned, to be honest. But I guess for out of the principle, it'd be fun. I guess I don't have fucking money for lawyers though.
He's entrapped. They can either wait for incarceration. Both of them can wait for incarceration, or they can sue me, and they'll have to come out with the charges. I won. But you're dying. They prove that the camera's lying. Oh, open wide. Oh, open wide. Oh, open wide.
What is this a real song or is this James just like riffing? I'll talk to Conger and see what that was about. Did you guys have like beef or something? I know he messes with Dree. Is that her name? That Dree girl too. But Dree is kind of like fucking crazy. You're not crazy, right, Flag Girl? You're not a crazy person.
You go out in style. Thanks for the follows. Welcome. Good evening from the Philippines. I'm not going. Nope, I'm good. Thank you.
For all the beans. Sprinks. Does it bother you that Steve and Conger are more popular than you and their sandbox is bigger? Is it? I don't even know if it is. That's a nice thing. A evil ass fucking Sprinks to say. Sprinks is evil, bro. Sprinks is dating the devil. Like literally the devil.
No, what concerns me is my sister going to prison. That's what concerns me.
Your sister. Why would Charlene go to prison? No, Matty R is an evil cancer scammer dude. He took the the Scientology audit machine. Like Scientology uses a stupid fucking electrometer thing to audit you, and you hold those things. Well, Matty R took that machine and he says, well, if you hold these things, you don't even need to hold these things with Matty R's machine. You just put it in a room beside you and turn it on. Apparently it cures cancer. So that's why he's a piece of shit. And then Sprinks was like, oh, you're making like hundreds of thousands of dollars at this scam? That's cool. I want to be with you, and I want to use all the money that you get from dying cancer people. So they're both pieces of shit. And Slug is just an irrelevant nobody.
You owe me 20 grand for sending me 2 grand, by the way.
You owe me 20 grand for sending what? Did Matty R send him 2 grand?
And another 20 for last year. Or we can call you in on those felony warrants. That's the Matthew Rife.
I know who it is. See, I even knew who it was too before he said. But I'm just like, how does that make sense? You owe me 20 grand because you sent me 2 grand one time.
Yeah, see, the difference is they're trying to help me and they're trying to play. but they're criminals. They don't understand we're on opposite sides of the fence. I'm not going to help you. I'm going to get you incarcerated. And I actually mean it. I do. I want you safe. And as long as you're a criminal, you're not safe on the street. You're not safe for yourself. You're not safe for the people around you.
I don't know who Sarah Bentley is. Who the hell's Sarah Bentley?
Yeah, Jimmy Saroka is my half brother. We don't bring him up in here.
Well, that was you, though. You did that, James, not your half brother.
Literally, I have a half brother named Jimmy Saroka. Go figure. I think I was my dad's attempt at a do-over. Worked out.
Hey, Trisha, look, it's Crazy James say.
Did something right. 40-something years of being an asshole. And he did something right.
James is not that thing that was done right.
He made me.
Possibly one of his worst kids, yeah.
All right, peace. Thanks for the follows. Thank you. He is. Welcome.
I am what? Or who is what?
Welcome.
May God protect.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
He
It's
is.
about God.
Welcome from Puerto Ventura. You can thank Josh for all this.
For all of this, for walking around yelling about crazy shit.
He's part of it. I'm trying to help him. But, you know, he's so indoctrinated and mentally manipulated by these people that I think I might have lost him. I might have. Trying to help him, but they just don't want to listen, you know?
Good. Don't listen to James. James is bad. Okay, so what good has ever come out of what James has said or done or told you to do? Like, you've just gotten into more debt, right? And then he yells at you and he does this crazy shit. What have I ever said? It's like, done that. I don't know, man. I mean, fucking, I just figure over time, Josh will get it, right, Josh? It's all about the track record. James's track record is shit, and I don't do bad things. So eventually, sounds like Josh is getting it. So fuck you, James. Fuck you. Fuck you. Suck my dick.
All right. I gotta go. I'll talk to you soon.
It's all your fault, Josh. It's all your fault that he is out here. No, not eating breakfast, I guess. You didn't give him $200. No $200. Ah! Ah! All right. Well, I think that's all the James. Did he do anything else? We can check the Twitter community. See if there was anything else. He called you after that? What did he say when he called you? Is he like, I'm sorry, Josh. That was acting. Like, what was it? What was that about? Whoa! Didn't watch this second. What is this? The second half was nuts. Okay. It's just people telling me about how crazy that live stream was, because it is pretty crazy. That was a pretty crazy live stream. They were right. Everybody was right. Why is James adding me on Duolingo? At Steve DeLive, me and Angie completed our friends quest. That's great. What is that? Okay. Okay, James. Whatever. He's gonna delete. He deletes all of his tweets, so we'll take a screenshot of this. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. What is that supposed to mean? What a crazy guy. All right, let's go. Community, latest. That's this morning. I don't remember this. You remember that from the other live yesterday? I mean, I remember talking about the Bible. Maybe I just wasn't looking like at the screen when he was yipping and yapping about the Bible. He loves his Bible. I'll be hosting a work group. What? Yeah, I doubt it. I don't think that's gonna happen. The ramen cup fucking tutorial. And we saw all this stuff yesterday. His headphones and shit. So that's it. We're caught up on James. Brooke. I think Brooke's court date is today, so I just want to see what she's up to real quick. And then I don't know. What's Daisy doing? Does anyone know what Daisy's been up to? I've been I don't know. I guess like I figure you guys would care about Daisy more than I care about Daisy. So if she was doing anything like that was worth looking into, I'd figure you'd tell me. So like I just don't look at her anymore. She's with around bad people. A whole bunch of degenerates, IP2 streamers and fucking redheaded Satanists.
I'm from the 80s, honey. They was doing crack back then. So it's just sad because people deserve the opportunity to succeed if they want it. But that's another thing that, like I just said, a lot of these people, you could put these opportunities in front of them and they truly wouldn't want them because they want to be an active addiction. Not everybody. That's something else I'm realizing. Not everybody is blessed with.
Oh, you completed the friends quest? You did 5, he did 0. And then he added me on Twitter about it.
The gift of wanting to be sober. I knew I wanted to be sober. From the moment that I started doing drugs when I was 18 years old. I didn't want to do drugs. I've never wanted to do drugs.
What is in this cup in front of us? It looks gross.
And I fought like kale for almost 20 years.
I felt like kale.
To get clean. And I did get clean one time, and I stayed clean for almost a decade. And then I was wrongfully convicted of crimes that I did not commit in 2016, and I said, fuck it. I don't even want to live anymore. And, you know, people, places, and things are a huge thing, too. You start dating somebody that's got a drug problem, you're going to be back on drugs, too. It's just how the cookie crumbles.
I think a few people think this, which is weird. Angie's not my girl. Like, it doesn't make any sense. That's why I think, like, what's her face is targeting her too. I don't know. I don't even, like, did we give off that energy? Because, like, I don't even think me and Angie talk that much. That's crazy.
So it looks like the Biden administration is fighting this TikTok ban. Of course they are. The swamp wants to brainwash. That's what they do. Of course, and they're in cahoots with China. Let's not forget the Biden administration had shady business dealings with China. Remember, they received millions of dollars? Should be wild. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So it looks like the Biden administration looks for ways to keep TikTok available in the U.S. So the Supreme Court, actually, I told y'all a while back that they said that the Chinese-owned company, I think it's called like Dance Bite or something, they had to sell their company to an American company or else they had to stop.
TikTok is gone Sunday? Is that the word on the street?
Or it would be shut down by, I think, Sunday. Sunday it goes into effect. So come Sunday, there will no longer be TikTok. And if TikTok ever wants to resume allowing people to view content, they'll have to sell it to an American. Also, Red Note has been blowing up, and I told you guys about this. It's
all right, well, this is live right now, but I'm going to go to the one titled Day of Court for Crimes I Didn't Do. This is the one I think we want to see.
Oh, I gotta get in my damn container because I need a cup. So I've got to move all this stuff over. So I've had to run the car most of the night, which sucks because I've already been through. I have a tank of gas and I'm back on E. So, you know, this is why I stay in the southern states when it's cold like this, because you'll probably spend an extra $200 to $300 a week on gas. When it gets below freezing, you have to run the vehicle unless you have a sleeping bag that can go below zero, because it feels like 9 degrees outside. So when it's that cold, when we're talking about, 11 degrees, 15 degrees, 17 degrees, I have to run the truck. So I'm not really nervous this morning. The reason I'm not nervous is because I'm well aware of what the court system is. I've dealt with this since I was a child. The first time I was ever pulled into a courtroom was in middle school. I do believe I was 12 years old. I was charged with assault. I had took matters into my own hands and beat up my bully. And so the next time I would be in court would be 14. I busted a boy's head open for bullying my brother. The next time I would be in court would be 18, when I got in this fight with these two girls that were bullying my best friend.
She's always just, the one fighting bullies. She's never the instigator, okay? She's just sticking up for the underdog.
We see a theme here. Yeah, I know. And there came a point when I got out of prison over 10 years ago that I realized that if I spent my whole life in fist fights trying to change the world, I would literally spend my whole life in prison. And so it was after I got out of prison that I realized that violence was not the answer, and I've not been in a fist fight in almost 20 years. And I'm proud of myself for that. I'm really proud of myself for walking away. I don't deserve to go to jail just because I have a big fucking mouth. And if you think that, you need to literally burn in hell. Burn, baby. And you will. And you will. It's just a matter of time. See, why am I the problem? Because I stand up for myself. Why am I the problem? Oh, because I'm pretty and white. That's right. That's right. That's right.
I don't think that's it.
That's why. Because I have a big mouth. Because I have backbone. Because I refuse to roll over and take it. That's why it's problematic. And you're going to have problems in your life if you go against the grain. If you have any ounce of courage in you, you are going to face problems in life. If you are not complicit in the evil around you, you're going to face problems. If you refuse to do drugs with people at a Planet Fitness and date one of the guys, you're going to have problems. doing good things in this world, being a good person, telling people to go fuck themselves when they've done you wrong, it's going to cause you problems in life. But if you don't take up for yourself, you will have a life of misery with people using and abusing and walking all over you.
Take care, Trisha.
It is up to you to protect yourself. And in order to do that, you have to align yourself with good people. And this is one of the reasons that I choose not to be around a lot of people, because there's not many good people left in the world. And I'm sorry if that offends people. I'm not sorry if that offends people. If that offends people, then how about work on yourself and stop being a sack of shit? If it offends you, then that means that something that I'm saying is correct. You're taking offense to it. You're getting offensive. You know?
That doesn't, no. Maybe for people who don't live in reality, but like, I think it's the opposite for most people. It's like, this is bullshit and I don't want to hear it. And it's offensive. It's offensive that so many people are like vibing with nonsense like this. That's why I see people getting upset.
No, once again, I'm saying this because over half of the people that follow me to watch me fail. They don't follow me to support me, which is sad. But, you know, that's the world that I grew up in. You know, that's the world that I grew up in. I remember going to school and asking questions in school, trying to get help with math, and the teachers blowing me off and telling me to shut up when it was their job to teach me math. They did it intentionally. And it's happened like this my entire life. Every time I turn around, I have a problem because I stood up for myself. I don't care if I said in the middle of the gym that Planet Fitness was nothing but a bunch of groomers and pedophiles. I don't care if I said that. I have the legal right to say whatever I want, wherever I want.
Yeah, just is weird choice of gym to go to then if you have that information.
It's called freedom of speech. And where
she wasn't auditing the gym, she was practicing her strip moves and working out. You know? It's not like she was Katie Kidman up in here getting the hot scoop, holding people accountable. Katie Kidman even does. Like, how is Katie Kidman better than this crazy lady?
Was the lie when I was talking about the gym equipment? There wasn't one. Real gym bros like myself know that Planet Fitness is not a real gym. I did not know that at the time, and I fucked around and I found out. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you. Hey, Dorothy. Yeah, I fucked around and found out. And, you know, it put a target on my back that I was happy in my circumstance. You know, when this girl come up to me that worked at Planet Fitness and asked me if I was a van lifer, she already knew. Y'all.
What happened to radio? What's going on here?
They knew I live out of my car. And waving and being nice to people.
That means you live in a car?
And coming in there and living my best life.
What's happening with her service? She's sitting still. Why is the service going in and out?
You know, it was problematic. They run on emotion and they become petty when they don't get their way. Become petty when they don't get their way. Or when they know that you're not the fucking one. Dang, how am I supposed to do my schoolwork? How am I supposed to do my schoolwork when I can't even get cell service?
Yeah, yes, thank you for noticing you don't have cell service. Fix it, Brooke.
You know, I'm really hurt by the fact that I haven't been able to tell my side of the story. Not once. I have not been able to tell my side of the story. I haven't even been able to write my statement. Good morning, Salvador. Haven't even been able to write what happened. I have not been interviewed by law enforcement. They never even talk to me. They just come and lock me up on false allegations. on false allegations.
Well, there's video evidence.
You know, and thank you, Dawn. You know, last time they were talking about mediating it, I refused to do that because of principle, because I don't deserve that. The staff of a company attacked me, followed me around the gym, antagonized me, spit on me 3 or 4 times. 2 days later, I go to jail. I get woke up. I'm like, what is going on? It's the cops. And they're like, get out of the car. And I'm like, why? And I'm like, unless you got a warrant, I'm not getting out of the car. Because this is crazy. Why are you here? You need to tell me why you're here. It's 12:30 at night. I was in the bed. And he's like, well, we do have a warrant. And I'm like, what is this shit for? I ain't had a warrant in 10 years. 2018, sorry. So almost 10 years. I'm proud of myself. Do you know how hard that is when you have a criminal record?
To not keep doing crimes? I don't know. I guess I've never had a criminal record, so I don't know how hard it is to just not keep doing crimes.
Because they stalk you. They fuck with you. They're looking for a problem. Every time you drive down the road, you get a cop behind you. They're looking for a problem because you have priors. It doesn't matter if it's been 10 years. They're still on you. It's pathetic. I don't have those problems in Florida, and that's why I live there now. So the cops wake me up. They pull me out the car, and he tells me that he has a warrant for simple assault and communicating threats, which is hilarious because in the video I have, the manager of Planet Fitness tells me to step outside so she can whoop my ass.
No, you were getting... Oh, wait.
So, you know, and
you were being told to leave Planet Fitness, not go outside so I can whoop your ass. You were telling them to come out and you'll fight him. And it was the happiest Brooke I've ever seen her, was when she was fighting people.
regardless, saying, I wish I could whoop your ass and not go to jail is freedom of speech. That is not even a threat. That's saying, I wish that I could take you up on your offer since you want to fight, because she said, step outside and I'll whoop your ass. That's me stating, I wish that I could without going to jail. And that's what I said. I said, I wish I could whoop your ass without going to jail.
I don't remember that specifically, but there's video of it. I don't know, we can rewatch it.
Like, you know, it's just crazy. They didn't call me. They didn't ask me what happened. They never even took my statement. When I told my lawyer, I said, I'm actually the victim in this case. And he's like, well, have you went and filed a report? What are you talking about? I can just walk into the police station and say, hey, back in October, this lady attacked me, communicated threats, threatened to whoop my ass, and then spit on all over me. Like, it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, it was crazy. I was in there working out, and these people, every time I would be in there, they would just literally follow me around the gym visually, you know. So I knew that eyes were on me, but I didn't know that eyes were on me like this, that my presence literally upset people because I walk around so fucking giddy, happy in my own fucking world. But I'm here to tell you, it pisses people off. It does. And we have got to get to a place where people love themselves more, so then they're not taking their insecurities out on homeless people out here. I did not deserve this. Did I handle the situation 100% correct? No. But I think that anyone who's been through maybe 10% of what I've been through would have whooped her ass. Anyone that has been through 10% of my life would have mopped her all over that Planet Fitness. Most people don't understand what CPTSD is, but that interaction is the type of interaction where someone with CPTSD murders someone. It happens every day. It is a miracle that I had enough composure to get out of there finally, and I did. You know, I did the right thing. I walked away. I didn't harm anybody. You know, this has cost me so much money. Once again, I'm not willing to mediate. The only thing that I'm willing to do is accept an apology and a dismissal, because that is what I deserve. That is what I deserve. Anyone that says otherwise, you're going to burn in hell, because that makes you evil. It does. It makes you evil. Oh, you want me to go to jail or something because you just don't like my big mouth? You don't agree with what I say, so I deserve to go to jail because I got a big mouth? That makes you evil. Just to be clear. You know, I'm so sick of the mitigating circumstances in life. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Good is good and evil is evil. And we're going to focus on this year, because I'm here to tell you, if you'll lie on somebody in a courtroom, you are most definitely
Lying on me. You're gonna lie on me. The beginning of it. It's around this part. This is shit. That's the wrong button. This is what she's referencing.
Good. Do you know if they're ever going to get anybody out here to fix the Wi-Fi? It's been broke for like months.
No, it's your, the laptop won't connect, right?
No, it's all 3 of my devices, and actually about 6 different devices. And when I talked to Ian about
it, 6 different devices.
They said that it's been broke, that nobody's phone works on it. So I was just wondering if they were planning to get somebody out here to service it, or...
Not even lying to, so like lying about her. That's what she means by that. The only reason I know this is because Mad Black Entertainment yelled at me. He was like, "Oh, you're gonna sit here and lie on me, Steve? You're gonna sit here and lie on me?" And I was like, what? I'm lying on him? I was like, "Yeah, you're lying about him." And I was like, "Oh, that's what that means." So that's how I learned.
It's fine. I just... Everywhere I go in this town, there's no Wi-Fi. Everywhere. Yeah, I know. I've started to notice that. Super small. Don't work too hard. All right, let's get started. So I got headphones so that I can actually get into my workout, because typically without music I can't push out what I can push out. Let's see if I can hook onto the Wi-Fi. Have Wi-Fi. So now I'm off the Wi-Fi. No connection problems. Now it works. Now it works. Making sense. Now it works. It's trash. Look how stupid people are. Fred's an idiot. Who else?
The vein is popping.
Ooh, Jay-Z, idiot. Bunch of idiots. Obsessed with me.
To be fair, I guess they didn't really do anything. They were just in James's live stream this morning.
Can't say nothing now, can you? Can't run that shit talker, can you? No, I hate Planet Fitness. I hate it. It's the worst gym. They don't even have what people need for bodybuilding. They don't have any of the necessary equipment for people who are actually long-term gym goers. They have equipment for people to do cardio. That's about it. And half of the equipment that's in there
is useless. They fill up a gym with useless equipment instead of putting in equipment that people would actually use. You have to wonder why they do that.
For instance, this one, and it's not $10 a month, it's $30 a month. Nice try though. Then get missing, loser. Look, what is this? That could be two Smith machines right there that people would actually use. See, there's 4 back there.
But then you wouldn't have that little corner to do what the whole, I don't know, what we just witnessed. Or kneeling and yelling at us or whatever.
And we have to fight over those. This whole room is useless equipment. All of this. All of this is useless. If you use that, it's not helping you. This either. Useless. Useless. Yeah. Actually, I'm not. I'm recording me. I'm actually not allowed to record in the women's bathroom. I'm allowed to record out
You record in the women's bathroom too, though, before this.
here. So when did they start this rule? It has not been a rule. No, don't worry about it. I won't be back. Don't worry about it because I've already been treated like shit by all of your staff anyways.
You also have a video out there of one of our staff members and
Who? It wasn't a staff member here. That's in Winston-Salem. The man cleaning the bathroom? That was in Winston.
one of our staff said that you have him on TikTok or something.
I don't have anybody on TikTok. It's all lies. You see how they just make up policies because they don't want the truth of the fact getting out that they're fucking that they freaking groom children?
Yeah, see, where that fuck come from, Brooke? Didn't hear about any of that before.
That they have 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds in the gym. Their policy states anyone can film in the gym. They can't film in the women's locker room. I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have anything to say to you. Get out of my face before I go to jail.
I mean, like, that could be taken as a threat. Get out of my face before I go to jail. Implying that she would do something to her that would make her go to jail.
Camera phones are not allowed to be used in the locker room. No video recording or photos other than gym members is permitted without their prior consent. So you have to have all of that. And it says
I don't have to have anything. Get out of my face. Get out of my face.
I'm gonna walk you out.
Yeah, I don't walk me anywhere, bitch. Math, or
So she's pretty far away from her, just waiting for her to get her shit so she can walk her out.
just I don't need shit from you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up before I go to jail for busting.
Go ahead and leave right now, Brooke. I'm not gonna take this.
I'm not even taking this what? Grooming a fuck.
See, she's like, what? Like, she's stomping, she's throwing shit, she's causing a scene.
Children? The grooming of children?
Please get out.
Bitch, you got the right one!
Yeah, you got the right one too, Brooke.
Bitch!
Let's go for it. Let's step out.
You see how she... Okay, let's go, bitch. Come on. Let's go, bitch. Let's go.
Is that what she means? By like, let's go outside? She's like, oh, that means she must want to fight me.
Let's lock this shit in the car and whoop this bitch's ass.
It's, I don't know. I don't think this is gonna play out well in court. But like, if she already had court and she's out, she must have. The judge probably just shook his head and was like, "Just ban her from. She's trespassed. She can't go back to Planet Fitness. Cool. Get the fuck out of my courtroom." I can see him doing that.
I got it on camera.
Come back here.
Come on, bitch.
You're banned.
Come on, bitch.
Yeah, this incident is why she's going to court. So like 3 or 4 days later after this incident, might have been 5 days. Cop showed up at her car and was like, "We have a warrant for your arrest for communicating threats to Planet Fitness employees."
Come on, bitch. Yeah, Ying. Call him. Call. You're the one that said you wanted to whoop my ass. Come on. I don't give a fuck how I look. I'm the only sane person in this town. Look at them teeth. Look at them teeth.
I'm the only sane person in this town.
There you go. That fucking meth face. That all of a sudden, Planet Fitness been acting funny. What I say? What I say? Because I'm homeless and I slept in the parking lot. They don't want me here. What did I tell you? Now she's coming up with makeshift fucking rules. Now, policy as is followed. No filming in the female locker room.
So, anyways, the rest of it's just her freaking the fuck out. I think she has another one. Let me see if I can find it. For months. A year ago, that's too far back. This one.
Cops show up. They woke me up. I'm being a bitch because I'm like, you know who I am. They know exactly who I am. Y'all stop fucking being for real right now. He says, I have a warrant for your arrest. I said, for what? He says, communicating threats. So the lady at fucking Planet Fitness that singled me out, threatened to fucking, got me charged with fucking communicating threats. I'm gonna lose everything. I'm gonna lose fucking everything. I have no way to get out of fucking jail. I have no money to get out of fucking jail. I have nobody to help me get out of fucking jail. I'm gonna lose fucking everything over something that I didn't even fucking do.
You said we're gonna go to jail. So you predicted the future, Brooke. What are you talking about?
Y'all know.
You literally screamed the consequences of your actions while doing them. You know what I mean? You're well aware of the consequences.
Know that lady fucking singled me out. You know exactly what fucking happened. So I'm putting my shit up so that I can fucking.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, okay.
First of all, they always handle these things so fucking poorly. What did I say? They come in the middle of the night just to fucking cause problems. They said all of a sudden I have a fucking warrant for communicating threats. I have not had a criminal fucking charge in over 10 years. All of a sudden, you see? All of a sudden, this is how they fucking treat me. I mean, I haven't been in any...
All of a sudden, after I get into a fight at Planet Fitness, they want to charge me with fighting.
Any kind of fucking trouble. And then all of a sudden, fucking Planet Fitness... Remember? The lady at Planet Fitness fucking said, you can't film in here. When did you start this? That's not even a fucking policy. Go look it up. Go to Planet Fitness. Look it up. It's not even a thing. They start shit. I said, if you didn't want me to film, could have just said you don't want me to fucking film. No, she threatened.
They did. They said you can't film. You said, I can film. And then they're reading you the policy, and then you freaked the fuck out.
To whoop my ass in the middle of Planet Fitness. It's all live, you guys. And now, all of a sudden, days after that, I have a warrant. I haven't had any kind of criminal charge. All of it's live. She said, go outside. I'll whoop your ass or whatever. And I was like, really? Really? You're going to whoop my ass? Really? I have her on camera saying that she's going to whoop my ass.
Good.
Okay. Like.
Yeah, do you have a lawyer or something like that so you can...
A lawyer. Y'all, this shit's unbelievable. You can't make this shit up. It literally makes its fucking self, all of it.
Ma'am, listen.
Do you hear this? Do you hear this? Y'all have not had a criminal charge on my record in over 10 years, and all of a sudden I walk into a Planet Fitness, and now I have a charge for communicating threats.
Yeah, because, like, even if, I don't know, if I were the Planet Fitness employee and Brooke wanted to fight me, and I'm trying to get her out of my gym, I might say, okay, let's go outside, just to get her outside. And then once they're outside, she's not instigating the situation or escalating the situation any further. She's just standing there. So it'd be different if, like, once they're outside, she started fighting Brooke, right? Because then obviously she meant it. But I think she just wanted to get Brooke out of the building, and that is playing to, like, her state of mind, because, you know, Brooke wants to go outside to fight anyway. So once she's out there, then we just, you know, let her leave. Right? And if she attacks, then we'll just detain her, as I assume would have been the form of action.
Y'all, you cannot make this shit up. Y'all were there that day. Y'all saw it all. This is it. So now I'm gonna lose. This is how homeless get treated unfairly. And all of a sudden, you know, now I'm going to jail for something I didn't even fucking do. Absolutely. They wait till the middle of the night to come and wake you up so that you're pissed, so that they can say, oh, well, you're a bitch, and da-da-da. No, motherfucker, if it was you. Am I going to be able to bond myself out, and what will I need?
Ma'am, like I said, you'll go in front
Will
of
I be able to bond myself out, and if so, what will I need?
That will be up to a magistrate.
Well, what would I need? Do I need my ID?
You can bring your ID, you can bring your wallet, you can bring your phone. Yes, ma'am.
This is unbelievable.
Bring your keys.
Yeah, that way you can lock it. So nobody can get in it.
Well, nobody's gonna be able to get in it anyways. I'm gonna be in jail. Who do you think? You think I act like this if I had a mama and a fucking daddy to call? Like, you don't get it, because you got people. I get it.
Do you have anything in your
No, I
pocket
don't.
that you
No, I don't. I don't have. You just saw I had to put on fucking underwear,
I
sir.
was trying to give you privacy, man.
God, please.
Well, I have to check you anyway. All right. Do you want this coat going with you and everything?
I do.
'Cause they're
It's
gonna have to
freaking
take it.
freezing.
Okay.
I ain't got no clothes on. I ain't even got a damn shirt on. It's October.
We appreciate you being polite with us.
No, whatever, dude. Whatever.
Appreciate it.
All right, then I got to put
What did I tell you? I fucking call it every fucking time. This shit, you know, after a while, you can predict what's gonna fucking happen.
good.
Yep.
I got to put him in the back, okay?
Okay. Don't tell me he has to handcuff me.
Yes, ma'am. It's a court to our policy, okay?
And this stuff is gonna go up front with us. I'm gonna put this in a bag, okay? And you can go ahead and cut it off for me.
I'm just checking something. To check it out now. Funk Soul Brother. So she went to court and she didn't go to jail. Because if she did, she wouldn't be live streaming right now. But this is her walking into court, I guess. Means they let her go. They're like, au revoir. So I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. We're gonna have to keep watching to find out. But this is, we'll go back to what she was yipping and yapping about here. But that's the context for anyone who doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about or why she was in court today.
A threat to society and a danger to the community that you work in. If you will lie in court documents and say that I spit on you and lie to an officer, you
It was Conger from the bushes.
need to be in a mental hospital, because I could never, and I'm the one that's mentally unstable, right? I have never lied on somebody in open court. I've never lied on somebody like that in general. Do you know what type of person can even do that? That's what I want to focus on this year, character. Because I noticed that I post clips of stuff and y'all out here like confused. Y'all confused. Y'all want to be, I guess y'all want to do bad. So y'all make excuses for other people's behavior in little clips that I post.
She's making excuses for her own behavior. She's like, these are the reasons this stuff happened, but they're just excuses. And they're also, she's lying. I was gonna say she's bending the truth. She's not even bending the truth. She's flat out like fucking lying about what happened.
And it's like, whoa, wait a minute, that's evil. That's wrong. If he'll R-word a child, you don't think he's evil?
What does that have to do with anything pertaining to your case, Brooke?
I'm so confused at why people are confused at what's good and what's bad anymore. So maybe we need to highlight that this year. Maybe I genuinely need to show people what a good character is and what virtue is, because
Character doesn't even fucking matter. I can show that Jane's a bad character. People still be like, He's all right. Same with anybody. As long as they have like a little bit of charisma, just even a little bit, not even a lot. It doesn't matter. Brooke is a losing battle. This year, I'm gonna stop caring about all that. We're gonna try to pivot away from all the homeless somehow.
I feel like the lines in society have gotten blurred. I feel like people are okay with evil when they're complicit in it, you know, but
They just don't care. They get their own lives going on, you know. They don't have the time or the gumption to remember all this stupid shit you do.
You know, let me give you a great example. It's okay for Karen to go out every weekend down to a winery and drink her damn box wine, but on Monday, when she sees her coworker smoking marijuana before she comes in the building, she thinks that her coworker is on hard drugs and wants to talk shit about her coworker, even though she's doing the exact same thing every weekend. Evil is evil. And I'm not saying marijuana's bad, but alcohol definitely is. And everybody's a sinner.
Okay. The fuck was that? Alcohol. I mean, like, I'm not even disagreeing with her. It's just like, that's an insane thing to just state. Marijuana's not bad, but alcohol is evil. Okay. And everybody's a sinner. Whatever, Brooke, you crazy lady.
But what I'm saying is the lines of reality have gotten blurred as to what's good and what's bad. And that's really, it's scary. It really is, especially in situations like this where you could lose everything. And I did. I almost lost everything. I had spent thousands of dollars to get out of jail. Money I did not have. Money I still owe. You know,
it's also like, it's tiring to be charismatic. You know? So you could be a good person and it wouldn't matter for shit. It really wouldn't matter for shit. If charismatic people want to fuck your life up, they could. They totally could if you cross someone the wrong way.
even have it in you that you could lie on somebody to a cop.
Lying is illegal.
That makes you a horrible person because of that characteristic within you. Now, that's something you can change, but most people never do. They actually dig their toes in and become more bitter and methodical more than ever, you know? You know, this is not my first rodeo. This is not the first girl that's pulled me in court and said that I hit her. It's probably the 10th.
I mean, because you hit most of them, if not all of them, right? She stabbed people. She stabbed who did she stab? 2 people, right? I need to know more about it. The only thing I know is that they were all on drugs. So, yeah, I can't remember if they were even men or women, or maybe both. Maybe one. Oh, it was a man and a woman. Who knows?
You know, this is sad because this is what happens when you become a felon. People can just call the law and say that you did something and you go to jail for nothing. For nothing. Even though there's 2 different videos to support your story. And I'm assuming that's why they wanted to mitigate this. But I'm not going for that. I will not accept a charge lessened. Like, I don't deserve this. I shouldn't be going through this. As a matter of fact, given the fact that I'm homeless and I use Planet Fitness as my gym, it's not rocket science. You can look at those girls and tell that they're not good people.
Yeah, drunks can judge me. I judge the drunks. So, like, you just judge each other.
You can look at those girls and tell that both of them are on drugs. I still can't believe that I'm even having to go through this. I can't. It's unbelievable. Once again, I did not handle the situation the best. But cussing someone out does not warrant this. It does not warrant this. This is why this is so important, because this is about freedom of speech. This is about freedom.
Yeah, hell sounds like kale.
Of speech. This is about left-haired loonies, lunatics, ganging up on little Republican white girls at the gym. You know, both of them.
None of that had any political influence in that interaction, that fucking altercation. What are you talking about?
That is a very liberal area, and I did not know that. But yes, Eden, North Carolina is in fact a liberal area. So, you know, that played a huge...
She's gonna look at everything that it could possibly be other than it being her own fault. She's never just gonna be like, I'm a little bit of a fucking psycho and I flew off the handle and I shouldn't have done that. I need to get my shit under control. I need to take an anger management course. No, it has to be Planet Fitness is running a fucking some kind of crazy trafficking ring and they're all liberals in there and whatever else. They don't want van lifers in there, and it's just because I'm pretty and it's because I'm white. All of these fucking reasons that have nothing to do with her being, with her filming. The whole problem was her filming people and filming things she wasn't supposed to. Has nothing to do with any of this other shit.
Huge part when it comes to my content and what I talk about. That's going to put an X on my back in communities like that. People are going to be, you know, trying to start problems with me, trying to get a reaction out of me because they're liberals and I'm on the right side because I walk with the Lord. Okay, so that's going to put an X on your back anyways. And these two women, very clearly, you know, there was sexual escapades in the gym with employees and stuff like that, drug use going on. So, you know, it's not like they are going to church every Sunday and they're able to pass a drug test and they are focused on raising their children. That's the sad part. That's the sad part. One of these women have children.
What's going on, Carrie? Do you ever watch Brooke, Carrie? Brooke is like Kentucky Fried Heather. Miranda's boyfriend came up with that name. But she's like, she had court today. She did not go to jail. Wonder if she's still going to jail. We need to hear, I need to figure out what happened in court. But she went to court because she fought Planet Fitness employees for filming in the Planet Fitness.
The one that was high in front of me at Planet Fitness. You know, and it's like, how do people like that have custody of their children? I was never high with my kids like that. Specifically my daughter, who I had custody of, sole custody. So I was never high with my daughter like that, ever. I wasn't even on drugs when I had my daughter. So it's just, I don't understand how people like that can have kids, can work at Planet Fitness, 13-year-old son. This woman.
Why are we, hold on, what the fuck, Brooke? Now we're really missing the whole point of why we're in court. Why are you looking at their kids now? Why are you focused on their families? Why are you like, how come they can have kids and I can't? Because they don't fucking start shit at whatever gym they go to.
Works at Planet Fitness, and she come up to me asking me why I lived out of my car. Telling me that I need a house when she was falling asleep high on pain pills in front of me. And then I asked her, I said, do you have kids? That was my first fucking question.
I'm not sure, but we should find out. I was poking on Reddit to see if anyone would post it in there, but all they said was like, well, she had court and she's out now and she's streaming, so they must not have put her in jail. But I'm sure we can find it with her name and stuff, right? I don't know how lock and key North Carolina is.
We're asking questions. Do you have kids? Yeah, I got a 13-year-old son. You know, when you've lived on that side of the fence for as long as I have, you know exactly what's going on in these family situations from the outside. It's not rocket science. Bitch ain't even got a license. Bitch ain't even got a car.
Okay, but she has a house and a family and a son. You know, we can't all just be living out of our cars with licenses, Brooke.
Her husband has to take her back and forth to work every day. North Carolina is one of the cheapest areas to have a car. Let me be clear. You can get a car for like...
Maybe she cares about the environment. Maybe they just don't need two cars. Maybe it saves them money on insurance. Like, there's lots of reasons to not have two cars if you don't need them.
Like $500 a year. You know, it's very clear to me that she worked solely to support her drug habit and that her son comes secondary. And I know this because she doesn't even care enough to save up the money to get a car or a valid driver's license.
Well, what if she's saving up money for her kid to get a car and a driver's license in 3 years from now when he turns 16?
It makes me sick that people like that can have kids. And then...
The one with the full-time job, by the way, who did their job and has to deal with insane people like Brooke is the bad guy in this scenario that Brooke is painting, by the way.
And then, despite the fact, I mind my business. I go back to living my life. I'm like, that ain't my business. Yeah, that's fucked up. Just like the meth heads with the children in the gas station down in Florida I saw that day. It ain't my business. I go back to living my life. I mind my business. But these people just had to nitpick. They had to come find a reason that I was breaking gym rules. And that's another thing. The whole premises of the manager coming up to me was that I was not allowed to film myself in the gym. And she had a piece of paperwork. That's why she was following me around, to hover over me, to read this paperwork to me that was a blatant lie.
No, I was saying, like, if you want to film, you have to get people's permission that are going to be in the vicinity of the area that you're filming, and you didn't do that. And you're also filming in the washroom, and you're also filming in the locker room. And you were like, I can film, but no. Even though, what was it, like 10 minutes ago, she was like, if they had just told me not to film, it would have been fine. Bullshit.
Policy online states that you can, in fact, film yourself inside Planet Fitness. You are not allowed to film yourself in the locker room. First of all, I did say that I made mistakes, okay? I made mistakes. Listen, first of all, that there was nobody in that gym, like females. So when I was in there by myself, y'all know, I'm gonna film myself, okay? So there's nobody in there. So anyways, I shouldn't have done that, and I realize that now. But at least I can fucking say that. Do you think these bitches are gonna be able to say, oh yeah, we probably shouldn't have threatened her and spit on her?
I didn't see them spit on you. They were pretty far from you because you're crazy. Like, you were whipping your arms around and stuff and yelling about trafficking rings and shit. What was the other thing they said? They threatened her? They didn't threaten her either. They asked her to leave.
Absolutely not. Those are not the type of people we're dealing with. There's two types of people in life. There's people that go through what I went through, and they step back and they say, whoa, what did I do wrong? And what have I said for 2 days? I need to have more control of my emotions. I need to realize that people are going to be coming after me for the simple fact that I have a YouTube channel. For the simple fact that I talk about right-wing policies. So I made poor decisions. But one thing is a fact. Her whole grounds to start this altercation was a lie. I can, in fact, film myself in Planet Fitness. It states online. We've already been over this 1,000 times. If you don't believe me, go Google it. So, her whole premise.
I mean, I guess she has some, like, latity qualities. The reason she doesn't have her kids is because, like, she was, like, fucking high on heroin or something, and her kid broke their arm, and she didn't get the medical assistance, so she got charged for child endangerment or neglect or something along those lines. So she doesn't have any custody of her kids. I think she has two kids. I think she has 2 kids, with 2 separate baby daddies. What else? She stabbed 2 girls, and then she was listing off all of her other charges, her rap sheet. But those are like the main things. It's like, broke her kid's arm, and she stabbed 2 women because she's Brooke, man. She's crazy.
For coming to harass me was a blatant lie.
Okay, Muppet says she got charged for breaking so she broke the arm. It wasn't like out of neglect. Like, what did she do? What the fuck?
When she told me, when I refused to stop filming, because at this point I feel threatened. Why are you coming at me like this? And you can see in the surveillance footage that I'm calm, cool, and collected, just like you can in my video. I actually have a smile on my face. I'm confused. I'm like, why are you coming at me like this?
Oh, she's also a failed stripper, which I guess is just a funny side note, because, like, I've never heard of someone who was like, I really want to be a stripper, and they just can't. I don't know. She, like, well, I don't know. We've seen her dance routine. Her dance routine is kind of wacky. Like, I could see why. And she's very abrasive. I could see her not getting along with anybody anywhere. So probably wouldn't make for a good stripper. But she had a dream of being a stripper, and she kept going to, like, strip club to strip club just to get fired like 3 days later. So that's, like, a big thing. And now she's, like, incorporated it into her story where, like, she was forced to strip, even though there's videos of her, like, teaching people how to be a stripper and how much she loves it and how you can be an independent stripper without anyone forcing you to do it, like to get your independence kind of thing. But now she had to get away from that life, and now she's a woman of God living out of her van, and she needs your help. And people donate her money. It's a grift, you know?
Like, I know you've been watching me and you feel some type of way about my existence, but why today? Why today?
Okay, so she got charged for breaking the arm and then neglect on top of it for not getting it treated.
Because she hates herself and she's miserable and she's strung out on that methadone, Betty. Hey, girl, you can get off of it if you want. Hey, look, I would have been the perfect one to help you with that. I've been on methadone several times. I just come off Suboxone 3 months ago. I would have been the perfect one to help you get your life in order, girl. And you shit on me. You shit on me.
I thought they were only after you because you didn't want to be friends with them. Remember, that was the story yesterday? And I just didn't want to be friends with them, and then all of a sudden things change, and now I'm getting blah 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 blah. You know, that's what it was yesterday.
Because you're not happy with you. And I'm telling you, people, you've got to raise your daughters to do better. You know, you got to raise...
Oh my god, the mechanic. Yeah, she like tore apart her engine, basically. Like, I don't know. She just like started taking things apart in the car and like losing screws and stuff. And then she ended the live stream and somehow the car was miraculously put back together. People were saying that she called a friend to put it all back together. I forgot about that. I'm kind of concerned that the car is well, it's a truck. That the truck is running properly at this point.
Raise your daughters with serious conversation. Women don't gear other women in the right direction anymore. I don't think they ever have, if I'm being honest. We look back damn 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago, women were just as bad to other women as they are today. And that shit has got to stop. Like, we need to gear each other in the right direction. Like, this is crazy. Crazy, crazy. I feel bad that are, you know, for people that are struggling out here. But I'm literally fucking homeless.
She told us last week she wasn't homeless, that she had a house. She just liked living out of the van. Or, sorry, the truck. And when people were offering her hotels for Christmas, because they were like, we don't want to see you sleeping out of the truck on Christmas. She's like, I like sleeping out of the truck. I'll use the donations for other shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You can't be yelling. You can't be yelling about being homeless when you're like, I'm homeless by choice. I have a home in North Carolina, which is actually Uncle Randy's home, which is not her uncle. It's her supposed pimp. I don't know. It's complicated.
You get it? I am too. Have been for 2 years. Like, I get so sick of it. Like, bitch, but are you homeless? Do you have $7 to your name? Like, do you have a quarter tank of gas and no family? Like, I'm so sick of it. Like, because you have drug problems, your drug problem shouldn't interfere with my life. What happened? I should have never went to jail. I never did anything wrong. Cussing someone out is not grounds to be thrown in jail for lies. You know, and I, you know, for the longest time, I regretted not whooping her ass because I went to jail for something I didn't do. It's like, I should have just mollywopped that bitch all over that gym. You know, but here's the thing. That scares me. Part of the reason that I made a commitment to myself to no longer be violent was because I'm scared I'm gonna kill somebody. It's my biggest fear.
I can see that. It's actually like a valid concern, Brooke. That's good that you can recognize that. Because she definitely didn't de-escalate the situation. She could have just been like, oh, sorry, I will stop live streaming, and she could use the gym equipment, and I bet that would have been the end of it, but she went insane.
Because when I get angry, sometimes, and I'm in a physical altercation, I black out. And, you know, I've been in...
Yeah, there's, she gets like $100 donations. Pretty sure, like, fairly regularly on her live streams.
in some pretty volatile fights in my life.
Said she makes $4 4K, $4,000 a month off YouTube.
And I know that violence is not the answer. And I'm so proud of myself for walking away that day, because I'm telling you right now, 10 years ago, they would have been carrying her out on a gurney. And that scares me. It scares me.
Why isn't Brooke like a soldier? She could go join the military. She's a fucking killing machine over here.
It scares me. You know, and that's the thing. It's like you wanna refrain from being angry. You wanna refrain from whooping anybody's ass. And I'm here to tell you that once people know that you got hands, it makes them come after you for some reason. It makes them come and like try to poke the bear and like play games and fucking. Y'all know that I was being stalked by people in Eden, North Carolina. I didn't have a good night's rest for like 6 months, because every time that I would try to go to bed, people would show up slamming their cars and stuff, revving their mufflers and stuff. I now realize, because I have a list of names and license plates, I now realize it was a group effort. It's people off of Facebook that saw me, recognized me, and then was watching my content and coming to harass me as soon as I would get off of live. Do you know the level of evil? Does nobody understand how evil that is? The intent to fuck with somebody who is at their lowest of lows, who has never harmed anyone unless they were provoked by that person.
I've never harmed anyone. Oh shit, I stabbed 2 people unless ... I
want to be clear. Yeah, I've been in some fights, but I've never started a fight. I've never, ever started a fight. I've finished them. I've taken up for people that were getting bullied. My
She slipped in the gas station and started a fight with everyone.
best friend that was deaf in middle school, me, myself, because I was poor, I got bullied. You know, well, they would try to bully me. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. They started to try to bully me in preschool. That's when I started to take up for myself. That's when my mother started getting phone calls. By 1st grade, I was in fights because they started, you know, kids. I look back at that age and I'm like, you know, the teachers absolutely set me up. At any point, they could have told other students to simply leave me alone, but the teachers never did that. And this is what I talk about when I say that I had teachers, social workers, and my own family from the very start that geared me in the wrong direction. Ask yourself why a teacher would allow a student to get bullied with the intent, knowing that that student is going to act out and whoop that other student's ass. Why wouldn't you prevent that situation from going down?
Freedom of speech?
Why would you allow little baby Brooke to get bullied? Oh, that's right, because you want a problem. You want her to go smack that little boy that was bullying her. And then you want to go call her mama and get her mama out here and then get her suspended. And that was my childhood. That was my childhood. When adults should have stepped in and protected me, they turned their backs on me. And now here I am, an adult, looking for more adults in society. And they're hard to find. They're hard to find. Sometimes I feel so lonely. Because I feel so lonely because virtue is lost in society. The world is in shambles. People are evil. People are self-motivated. And it's disheartening because it's like, am I the only one with this in me? Am I the only one built like this inside? I don't think I am, but I do think that we're few, far, and in between. When I say that I want to live my life in a biblical form, I mean it. Completely by his word. You know, and then I get on here and I say the F word and people are like, oh, you're not a Christian. Shut the fuck up, Kathy. I'm homeless. You don't know how you would feel if you hadn't had food, if you hadn't had a shower, if you hadn't had sleep. So please, kick rocks. The fact that I didn't murder that girl at the gym is progress in my book, baby. And you know, people never give me credit where credit is fucking due. Very few and far in between. Very few, far and in between.
Oh, I didn't even catch the part where she was in kindergarten. She's been fucking beating people up since kindergarten. Jesus, jumping.
You know, it's really sad to see how 220,000 people watched that altercation and everybody turned on me like I did something wrong. Isn't that sad? That really shows you why, number one, we don't need to give children cell phones. It's not good for them. But also, to have actual video footage of what went down and to have it spun on me because I'm prettier than her.
That's not what is happening here, Brooke. It's crazy. The mental gymnastics is crazy with this one.
That's absolutely why it happened.
No, it's not.
If I looked as bad as she did, then maybe some people would have had my back. And I'm not saying it's all about looks. Y'all know I don't put no weight in my looks. I'm observing this from a scientific, analytic point, okay?
This is science, okay? This is literally crazy. I didn't know how it could get crazier. She thinks it's just because she's prettier. What the fuck, Brooke? That's from science, a place of science.
I'm coming at this as like data. So let me get this right.
How did the judge hear any of this? Even if she said like 5% of this, how did the judge be like, all right, yeah, just get out of here. Get out of here, you rascal.
Never mind. Yeah, you know, it's crazy. And then to know that these girls are on drugs and everybody be able to see it, and I'm not on drugs, and everybody be able to see that.
If you ask like a blind, not a blind taste test, but if you just ask like random people on the street, if you show them that interaction with Brooke screaming and wailing her arms around and throwing shit, and the security guard just standing there waiting for her to calm the fuck down and be like, which one is on drugs? I bet you they'd say Brooke.
It's crazy. It shows you how we live in the ass backwards. It shows you how we live in the ass backwards. And this is what I've been going through for 4 years now. I mean, it just seems like every time I turn around, it's like, how is this, how am I sober and I go to jail when I got spit on and assaulted and threatened by the manager of Planet Fitness? How do I go to jail sober and then I walk into court and these two bitches high as hell on the first day of court, one of which was high in front of me in Planet Fitness? How?
I like how Brooke just has, people say they can see people's auras and stuff. Like, she's just a drug tester. So you can see, like, the drugs that are in people's systems without testing them. She just knows for a fact they must be on drugs.
I'm just so confused at, like, why the world is set up like this. And y'all seen them. Y'all seen them. Yeah, I know. And, I probably said a lot of things out of anger, but that's my way of processing so that I don't kill people, okay? And I'm allowed to do that. It's called freedom of speech, remember?
Well, you're making threats, though. I think that crosses the line of freedom of speech, communicating threats, right? You can't be like, oh, that's my way of processing things if you're making direct threats at a person. And while simultaneously being like, they threatened me. How does that make sense?
See, that's the problem. We've gotten to a point in society where people get so offended they want to take some kind of legal action. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. That is crazy. Want to have me locked up and have my car taken? See, that was their goal. Their goal was to have my car taken, to get me thrown in jail and have all of my personal property taken. And
I haven't been covering her for too long. She's pretty new. Who did we swap out? We swapped out Heather for her, basically, because Heather's been pretty just dead under a rock, it feels like. And, like, the Heather community don't fuck with me anymore, and they didn't tell me why, so I've just been kind of poking around and found this lovely specimen.
And it almost worked. It almost worked. It almost worked. And it's just scary to think that someone can call the cops, make false allegations that completely contradict 2 different videos, by the way, and have you arrested 2 days later, and I could have lost my truck. I could have lost everything. I don't have family. I don't have anyone to call. I have no one. No one. And if it was not...
No, I've never heard of Tammy Hull. I have a list of people that I keep eyes on. Maybe I'll add them to the list, see if like Lisa Richard has been on this list for fucking ever, but I can never... Every time I watch her, I'm like, I just can't. She's just too annoying, you know what I mean? And she does the same shit all the time. It got a little interesting when like she was outside and stuff and her family was confronting her and things like that, but even that gets repetitive after a while. Let's see, Tammy. Oh, all right, they're on the list.
Not for the bondsmen that worked with me,
John Yates is on the list.
I would still be in there. And I still owe her money. It's a miracle she has not locked me up, and I'm so grateful for her. Like, seriously, good people do exist. Good people do exist, and she's one of them. Because she could have done locked me up. Good people do exist, and she's one of them, my bondsman. And I don't know her from Adams. I had never met her before today, when I met her in October. And she immediately come and got me out. And thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. She immediately come and got me out, and I told her exactly the situation. I said, yeah, I sued the Carpinos. I said, and I'm not saying that they had anything to do with this. I said, but I do know that the sheriff's department has been wanting to get me out of Eden for about a year now. I said, the sheriff's department has not wanted me here. I said, me and the sheriff's department have had several run-ins. I said, they've been wanting to get me out of here. I said, this small town bullshit, you know? Once they get a taste of you, your blood, they're just going to come for your throat, man, and they're never going to leave you alone. I don't care if it's been 20 years since you've had a criminal charge, they're still going to be coming at you. And it sucks. It really does. And I think that I've gotten better at handling it. But at this point in time where I was arrested for crimes that I did not commit and spit on 3 or 4 times, I just look back and I don't know how I held it together. I really don't. I don't know how I didn't hurt both of them. I don't know how I did not hurt both of them that day. And I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so proud of myself. And y'all just have no clue who I used to be. You would think that the criminal record would speak for itself, but unfortunately it does not. So anyways, I gotta go. Thank you again to Michael. I just want y'all to know that this is about freedom of speech. I'm allowed to say whatever I want. So that's what this is about for me. That and lying. You know, these women are blatantly lying. They're bold-faced lying to judges, to DAs, to lawyers. They're lying. I never spit on anybody. You have my Scout's honor.
Yes, I don't think that works for much. They needed to go for like DNA evidence right away with Heather's, or her name's Heather too, with Brooke's DNA spit on them. And what am I trying to say? I'm hungry.
I would never behave that way. I know how it sounds. I know how it looks. But I can assure you, I did not spit on anybody, and I never would. That's not even how I operate. I operate with these. I got 2 mics you can talk into. Talk into my other mic. Because I'm old school, baby. I don't do that hair pulling shit. I ain't never in my life pulled a bitch's hair. Never. Never spit on somebody. I'm old school. You don't understand. Like, I was raised in a family that was taught to fight. Boxing, kickboxing, taekwondo. Okay? We don't play those games. We don't play those games. We don't spit. We don't pull hair. And we don't put our hands on other people until they have put their hands on us first. We don't start fights. We finish them. I love you guys. Lisa, thank you. Thank you, Kat. Yep, and that's what my lawyer said, Kat. Thank you for bringing that up before I go. My lawyer said, wait a second, you're so calm, cool, and collected. I said, yeah, I know. He said, they're trying to make it sound like you were in there just tearing shit up. I said, no, not this girl. I'm actually a peacekeeper, if you'll let me. If you'll let me, I'd love to keep the peace. But, you know, if you want to cause a problem now, I can finish the problem. But, and see, that's the problem. Most is like, no, you need to lose that. You need to stop acting like that. Absolutely not. You need to gain that. That's what happened to this country. That's what happened to this country. You need to gain that. It's called a backbone. It's called...
Yeah, Brooke, you don't even know around your own fucking truck. You're gonna start telling me you know about the country? Learn about your truck, then learn about your town. Then, maybe, the state, and we can move up to the country. You don't even know the fucking... She doesn't even know what's under her car seat.
Called spirit. It's called self-respect. I love you guys. We'll talk this afternoon. I have some good stuff coming this afternoon. We're going to talk about Anthony Scully. He was a murderer. He was a serial killer cop.
Oh, wow, yeah? Is that what we're talking about?
So we're going to talk about him at 2 if I can get out of court, but I also have to go by school. So we'll see what time. It might be later in the afternoon. But thank...
What a packed day. And now we gotta go to court, we gotta go to school, and then we gotta go talk about a murderer. The full day.
Thank y'all for praying for me, and I gotta go because I'm gonna be running late if I keep running my mouth. I'm gonna be late for court. So I love you guys, and thank you for the support, the people that actually support me. But I have been noticing some things in the past couple of weeks. But I love you guys, and please be safe.
I don't know how old he was. Let's... This was the wife right after court.
Long as I see the light.
Okay. We're gonna have to... Were you copywritten last time? I feel like we were playing copywritten music. I don't remember having to take anything out. Actually, I haven't even looked at the stats. Kind of just woke up and went live today. Let me see what's going on here.
No, I should probably wear something better
Yeah, ineligible, blocked.
than this, but it's cold and I don't have anything else. I don't have any of my business outfits. I have like 3-piece suits and shit, blazers and pencil skirts with little things underneath, and I can't wear that. It's so cold. Like, they just don't have to understand. It's cold. I'm gonna button this up though. I might just put my Carhartt on.
Going to court?
Butt fillers. It's the best. I get to enjoy my favorite songs back. It's the best. I get to enjoy my favorite songs back.
Home for commercial-free weekends. What? The land of the pines of
My way out of North Carolina, staring at the road.
I think she's driving to court. Is this real? Are they actually making a switch too? It looks the same. This is the stupidest fucking thing ever. So they literally didn't change anything. They just made it a little bigger. This has been like not real or that's fucking annoying. Anyways, whoops. Where'd she go? What? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. She's live again?
We were very secretive people. My whole family was. Anytime anybody did anything bad, it was kind of swept under the rug and everybody just kind of act like it didn't happen. And I've never been the type of person that's comfortable living that way.
That was a new Switch too. I thought it was going to tell us more about it, but basically they just made the Switch a little bigger, which they already did, by the way. You can get like an OLED model. And then all that fucking means is that they're going to start making Switch 2 games, so I'm going to have to buy like another fucking game console. I thought they weren't going to do that. It was, I don't know. It's just annoying. It's fucking annoying. It's just fucking annoying to me anyways, but it is what it is. I guess the Switch has been out for a really long time. Anyways.
That caused me a lot of problems as a child. It still causes me problems because that's how society is ran nowadays. People live with blinders on. They don't want to acknowledge the problem. Lord have mercy, do they want to try to fix it? Hell no.
It's just shit that makes me want to like literally quit playing video games. That's all.
I guess they just come from a different time. I don't know. I view it as being fake. When you sweep things, problems, situations under the rug and you do not address the elephant in the room, in my opinion, that's being fake. I don't behave that way. I want to address things and confront things head on, handle the situation, fix the situation, you know, come to a conclusion.
So if you get YouTube Premium, I don't know how it works, but yeah, the creators still get like the equivalent of AdSense, I guess, even though there's no ads. Or you can just get an ad blocker, because ad blockers are free. I think Premium's like $15. And I mean, it's only like $10 American, probably around $10 American. But if you wanted to know.
Conclusion. But imagine growing up in a family where everyone's incapable of taking responsibility for their actions, and then they shove all the problems and all the mistakes under a rug, never to be seen or spoken about again. And then you got my little, what's the word, inquisitive ass. You got me pointing stuff out at 4, 5, 6 years old, you know, and like I said, Mama would get us in the car and she'd be like, don't talk about this. If you talk about this, I'm gonna whoop your ass when we get home, you know? She'd be like, I dare you, I dare you. She used to grit her teeth and talk through her mouth like that. God, they were so mean. They were so mean. But that's why, because stuff would happen in our house, and then before we went to the grandparents' house, she had to...
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. I actually have Premium right now. Whoops. I'm gonna have to do it from this way. It says there. You can see it here. Premium. I'm not using a nefarious ad blocker anymore.
Tell us not to say anything about what had happened at the house. I think about that now and I'm like, wow. Talk about secrets, you know, trying to cover something up in the moment. I mean, if it's bad, if it's so bad that you don't want your family knowing that you were doing that or whatever, it's just not good. If it's so bad the neighbors can't know, Jesus Christ, you know? I don't know. I think that they thought that they were doing the right thing. I don't know, economically. But then also the best years, it's a mind fuck is what it is. It's a complete contradiction, unfortunately, but would have I made this growth if I wouldn't have been this poor? I don't know. Maybe. It just might have took longer, you know? Would I have matured in the ways that I have in the past 4 years if I never got off of drugs? Absolutely not. Buddy, you ain't supposed to be coming in here. You're okay. You're good. You're good. It's fine. I don't know. Damn beer cans on the ground and everything. Oh, God. Damn that wind. Y'all, I went over to the park and the gate was closed again. I don't know what the hell is going on. I was going to redo my makeup and shower and stuff. I don't know what the hell is going on. I never do. I don't know till the day of, you know what I mean? Sometimes. I mean, if it's up to me, then I'm planning and I know, but left up to the world, you know, ain't nobody got no respect for you. They ain't got no respect for them damn selves. Oh, throw this shit away. I drink like half of it. Oh. So glad everything went good today. I wasn't nervous or I didn't have any anxiety about it. I was concerned about corruption. When you've already been falsely accused of crimes that you did not commit once, and then it happens again, and the first time you were, well, I wasn't convicted. I wasn't found guilty of child abuse. Let me be clear. I wasn't convicted. I took an Alford plea. There's a huge difference. That's not admitting guilt. That's saying I'm not guilty, but because of my prior criminal history, I realize y'all are gonna find me guilty.
You took a guilty plea, right? Judge Judy would say you agreed that you were guilty. I don't think you can say you weren't guilty.
So that's an Alford plea. Huge different things. I was not convicted of child abuse. That is a lie. The more you know.
39 is nice.
But when that's already happened, you're going to fear the worst. You're going to fear the worst. And you know, somebody like me who has been in and out of the prison system since a child and been a victim of the court system since a child, you understand how these things work better than anyone. I saw people in court today representing themselves, pleading guilty to charges. Now, if they did it, then good for them. But it's not smart. Just like that one girl that pled guilty to endangering a child or whatever, it was child abuse. Neglect. And it was her mother that had abandoned the child. If she would have had it happened, I think the first time I went to court. So when you see these things and understand these things, you do get concerned. You get worried about the corruption in the sheriff's department. Complete corruption.
I don't know, for anything. If you're not guilty of something, don't take a guilty plea deal. I don't know. That's just my advice. You'll never see me. You'll never see me do that. I had a big argument with one of my exes because they bought a whole bunch of stuff from Walmart and they forgot like shampoo in the bottom of the cart or something. Like they didn't put it through. So they charged her for shoplifting. She's like, I wasn't shoplifting. Like I literally forgot about it. Like I paid for everything else. And I was like, well, then don't take a guilty plea. But she did anyways. I wouldn't have. I would have been like, show me that I like deliberately did this. But I don't know, everyone's different, I guess. But like I say, you'll never see me fucking admitting to anything that I'm innocent of.
I can't see. Oh, hold on. I hit the line. Y'all, I'm so ready to go home. So ready. You know, and technically we ain't got to go back to Florida. We can bounce around. We can go somewhere else. I mean, we got to exist somewhere. That's what people don't realize. We got to exist somewhere. So if I'm going to exist somewhere, I'm going to exist somewhere where people love themselves. I heard a guy from Connecticut. First of all, I had no clue that Connecticut was one of the bluest areas. Listen, I've never been up there. I don't know what they do in Vermont and freaking Minnesota and like, I don't know, okay? There's certain states I do know about, like Pennsylvania and Ohio, but Texas, Florida.
They're burning down police stations in Minnesota when I was there. It's a pretty fun time.
Georgia, the ones that matter. Sorry. But Connecticut, it's a very liberal area. And there was a guy saying he was a Trump supporter and he had a flag outside of his house, and some reporter stops and talks to him like a street poller. And he says, yeah, he says, I'm moving. He says, I'm moving to Florida. He says, I can't live in this area anymore. He said, these fucking people have lost their fucking minds. And that, sir, is why I can't live in North Carolina anymore. When he said that, I said, oh my God, I want to stitch this just to post it so people understand that I'm not the only one that feels this way. I'm just the only one that voices my concerns, apparently. And him. He was a Trump supporter. He said his life is absolute hell in Connecticut and he can't wait to move to Florida. He doesn't want to be around all them liberals. And you know, I know that places like Asheville, Asheboro, there's a lot of Republicans up in the mountains in that mountain area, but when you get into the actual parts of North Carolina that are cities, Raleigh, Charlotte, Durham, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, those are all liberals, babe. Those are all New Yorkers, Jersey people that moved down during COVID. You know, it's a whole different ballgame in the inner cities. It's a very liberal, I mean, you know, North Carolina is a flip state, so swing state. So we did vote for Donald Trump for 2024, but we are not technically a sanctuary city, but they do act as a sanctuary city, specifically Winston-Salem and Greensboro and Charlotte. They've had housing for illegals. They've given food stamps, housing.
Oh, barley soup.
And all of that stuff. The Department of Social Services in both of those cities are nothing but illegals, most of which do not speak English. So It's not like they, you know, it's not like these are people that have been here for 20.
I went away to smoke, so I don't know what she's been talking about. But if you're saying bad stuff, then I wasn't like, hey, that's bad, Brooke. That's why I don't know what she was saying.
30, 40 years. Clearly immigrants. So.
But it sounds controversial.
You know.
And racist.
This is part of the reason I don't have a job. DEI has hurt me so bad. So bad. So bad. Nobody wants to fucking hire a white Christian conservative. Especially not a pretty girl with a big mouth either and some backbone. That's the last thing they want. Y'all, these DEI programs, I just hope by dialing them back that I'm going to be able to find work in Florida. And I just read that Ron DeSantis added over 3.
You think she'll go back to stripping? I think she'll probably go back to stripping. She really likes stripping. She's just not good at it.
330,000 jobs. So there's many more opportunities for me there. And I've been filling out job applications in several states. So we don't technically have to go back to Florida.
It's kind of crazy that she's not stripping, actually, because anytime I would check in on Brooke back in the day, she was always like getting ready to go to the strip club or talking about stripping and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't really think my audience would care about this random stripper going around and her crazy rants, right? So I don't really even know how we got here, but it feels like, I feel like she's got to go back to it. Or maybe not, I don't know. I think she probably will, though.
But Florida is where my home is. That's where my heart is, honey. I don't care if it takes me 100 years to get back. We gonna have a home in Florida one day. Do you hear me? We are gonna own a home in Florida one day. And listen, I was thinking it should probably be a boat so we can sail around the world. How much fun would that be? Get me. I can be Lieutenant Dan.
I'm not even online psycho, like in-person psycho too. You know, James will like clam up kinda when confronted by a scary person, but Brooke, I could see Brooke fighting pretty much anybody. Like anybody. She's got that crazy part of her brain that like just is not fight or flight, it's just fight anything, even if like you're gonna lose the fight.
I'll be Lieutenant Brooke. You be Lieutenant Dan. You stay on your boat. I stay on my boat. Oh, Lord. No, I'm joking. I don't think I can do that. If I'm with somebody, you staying on my boat, get on my boat right now. Or I'm coming on your boat. Oh, Lord. It's so funny. I might get spotty service. If I do, I'm so sorry. She's coming out, the lady that owns the place. Y'all, she's been things have been better. You know, when I first got this building, I was under so much stress that you know. It's just a lot. It's a lot. I can't even put it into words. It's a lot. Y'all have been here for it. Y'all get it. It's a lot. Just trying to stay above water, you know? It's a lot. I done been to the storage shed 3 times this week and grabbed random shit out of my storage shed. I need to look for this makeup box because I have some makeup that I need. And I've got, remember the last time we were here, I had that container and it had all that new makeup in it. The luxury makeup that I used to get in my Ipsy bags. So I need to find that. What did I come here? Oh, birth certificate. Nobody's even asked to see my birth certificate in like 20 years. Like, what? I said, I got a passport. She's like, no. It has to be a birth certificate. I said, but my passport, I needed my birth certificate, social security card, driver's license, multiple other forms of identification. So I'm just saying that the passport is actually, it validates my citizenship more than the birth certificate.
I don't know about that. Look at that face. What does she need? What is she trying to get that she needs a birth certificate for? Makes me wonder where my birth certificate is. Where's all my shit? I just have like most of my stuff memorized.
Actually speaking, if I'm just being, if you know, you know. There's levels to this shit, okay? So that passport should be enough, but she's saying it's not, that she needs an actual birth certificate. So here we go. And I'm not taking anything out until after the 20th, so my sleeping bag's going to stay in. And I'm actually going to switch out my sleeping bags before we go. I need a coat. I don't know. I was thinking, we could go to like Odesto next time again. That's an island outside of Charleston. They have parks and recs there. So that's a place, that's an option because I can shower there. Or Myrtle Beach. Oh, I hate Myrtle Beach. They call it Dirty Myrtle for a reason. I hate Myrtle Beach. Why did I say that? Because it's on the way. That's why. Because you hit the coastline and you go down to park. All the way down into Georgia. Oh, Cumberland. Is it Cumberland or Cucumber? I think it's Cumberland Island. There's a park down there that has parks and recreation where we can shower. Of course, Jacksonville. But even like...
Hell yeah. Jacksonville.
Boca Raton and the Keys, they have parks and recreation where you can shower. So I don't know. I might just head like 2 or 3 hours south just to get out of town, stay there for 2 or 3 days, wear out my welcome, which is that's your welcome, 2-3 days, move down 30 to 50 miles south, stay there for 2 or 3 days, wear out my welcome for 2 or 3 days, move down 30-40 miles south, stay there for 2 or 3 days. And that's how you have to do it living on the road, unless you got a cool city like Jacksonville, Florida, or the Keys. They have tons of van lifers everywhere, so it's socially acceptable there. There's not many places like that.
Crazy motherfucker from Jacksonville.
I hate to be honest with you guys, but living out of your car, on the level that I do, You know, I have cookware and stuff like that. I can cook. They don't like that. They don't like it in a lot of major cities. Even like Greensboro and Winston-Salem, they treat me like crap. The cops harass me. The cops, you know, wake me up in the middle of the night telling me I can't park at a Walmart or a Planet Fitness parking lot, which is crazy. That's the only place to park. You know, being a van lifer is very complex, and it's not as easy as just picking a city and going and staying there for a week. You can't even lay around in your car for longer than 2 or 3 hours at a time because people will call the cops on you.
Her and Katie Kidman need to get together and talk about how they're gonna fix this this problem with society versus the van lifers.
It's not that easy.
Why doesn't she have a van? Why does she have this truck? It's a like, what does she do with this truck? Other than she's never towing anything. I'd imagine she'd have more room in a van, wouldn't she? Maybe she wouldn't. Maybe I'm crazy.
Hey, see, is that... Oh, hi, Andrea. Andrea, when I leave here, I'm going to the mailbox, and I'm going to switch my P.O. box. I'm going to complete...
To drive on the beach, probably. She likes driving all over the fucking beaches in the four-wheel drive. That's probably the reason for the truck, now that I think about it.
Completely switch it, because this is bullshit. First of all, I'm sorry. You try to do me a favor, send me a Christmas gift or a birthday gift. Probably, you know, it's a birthmas gift. You send me a birthmas gift, and it's been almost a damn month. There's no reason for this. That damn post office should have coordinated with Amazon or whoever has the damn package to be open or somehow accept the package, and it's not right to you. And I'm sorry. And you know, this is what I'm talking about when I say that nothing is easy for me. I set up a P.
She is not that I've seen say wash my ass, but she does. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. It was recently though. I remember yesterday she said it. I didn't point it out just because, like, I don't know. She says it a lot. Well, pointed out she does today.
P.O. box so people can get in contact with me, send me stuff if they want to. And it added a whole damn week of stress to my life because they can't find this package and they're not open and they don't want to do their jobs. And it's not your fault. I'm mad at Amazon. I'm actually mad at my post office. It's my post office's fault. It has nothing to do with Amazon. Amazon has been trying to deliver the package. It's the post office that's never open. And the only day that they're even open in the morning is on Saturday from 8 to 11, which is ridiculous. Don't you think that... Yeah, it's a small one. It's a small P.O. box.
What? Okay, so the only time that the post office is open is on Saturday. That's weird. From 8 to 11 a.m.? That... How? Where does it make any sense to me? How?
They can't put the package in there, and it has to be delivered to the people on the inside. They have to be there to receive the package, and they have not been open. They are open from 12:30 to 4:30 every day, except for like Wednesday and Thursday they're closed, and then Saturday morning is the only morning that place is open. So I'm just going to tell them that I'm not going to be renewing my contract, and whatever state I end up in is where I'll get my new P.O. box, which will probably be Florida. Let's be honest. They have all the jobs. They have all the opportunities. They have the nice people, the cool police, and I don't want to say they cool. You fuck around, you'll find out.
The cool police. It's good that she's in Florida. Florida's freedom of information laws are crazy. You can get anything. You can get fucking anything in Florida for free. So if you're gonna be anywhere, Brooke, it'd be in Florida.
But if you're like me and you don't do nothing wrong, you'll be fine. You know, that's funny. Don't get it twisted. You might go missing. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, do you want my license plate? It's JH2722. J is in Jacob, H is in Heather, S is in Sarah, 2722. Now run that and tell me.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, if I needed to pick someone to fight with me, like I have on my team for a fight, it'd definitely be Brooke. No way James or Daisy are doing anything. Daisy would, like, I was gonna say break a nail. She doesn't have nails. She's actually like pretty. I don't think she cares about like getting like, dirty per se. Like she skateboards and stuff and like rolls around on the beach. But I just like I can't see her actually fighting. You know.
Tell me who it comes back to. I wanted to send you something, but I know how the PO works. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, see? Ain't that a damn shame? Ain't that a shame? Yep, it's before they open. They don't open till 12 lunchtime, Andrea. 12:30.
Yeah,
This is what I mean when I say that nothing is easy for me in life. Like the headlight. Y'all saw what I had to go through. I wasted over $150 in gas just getting that done. I went to, how many times did we go to Advance? How many times did we go to Advanced Auto or whatever? How many times, you know, did I go? How many different shops did I go to looking for parts and things that we needed for the headlight? We went to 2 different junkyards. I mean, I don't know how I went through 2.5 tanks of gas doing all of that, but I sure as hell did. And that would be approximately $140 to $150 in damn gas. Because it's $60 to fill it up each time. And I went through 2.5 tanks of gas getting all that done last week. You know, it's just like, it adds up so quick. And things that should be easy are not easy for me. And it's always been like this. It's always been like this. It's like, you know, the whole AC thing. I rode around for 6 months with no AC because he couldn't fix it. He didn't.
I don't know if this is sarcasm or not, Wayne Larson. But I don't know. What jobs? She tried to get a job at the auto place. I wonder. She said she had a job interview yesterday. I think she said she had a job interview, but she didn't say where. I wonder where she's like expecting to get a job in Florida.
And I didn't have the money, and I mean, it's just so random. It's like, why is this breaking? This is a semi-new truck. I mean, I know she got a few years on her, but ain't nothing breaking. Stuff hadn't been breaking like that until recently when I moved into it. Oh, God. Sorry, y'all. And you know, another reason I don't want to block messages is because every time I go to block a message, it blocks someone else. I told y'all it's been doing that. So I just want to be clear, if any of my regular followers ever get blocked, it is not me. It is YouTube. I click on the person's name that is either flooding the chat or being a bully or whatever. I click on their name. I scroll down to the bottom. I click block, and then it'll block one of my regular followers. And
How does that happen?
I've had this happen so many times. It's a glitch or something. Maybe it's a glitch in my phone. Maybe it is my phone. It is old. I've had her for about 2 years. Maybe it is my phone. But I just want to be clear that there's something going on when I try to block people. And I've talked about this before. Oh, God, I'd be missing everything. Yeah, I block a lot of people because I don't want the negativity, Paul. I've been hearing negativity my whole life. You know, sometimes when you grow up in an abusive home and you're around abusive people, everybody tells you who you are, and you don't have time to even form who you are because everybody is telling you who you are. And you are behaving a certain way because you are complicit in evil. You don't realize that the way that you're living is wrong. Until you meet people to guide you in the right direction, sometimes you don't even realize what you're doing, the way that you're living is wrong. And I've heard stories about myself my entire life, and I'm sick of hearing them. YouTube is a platform that has, millions, billions of people on it. I don't need any negativity in my life. Part of the reason that I escaped abusive, toxic situations was to stop listening to the negativity so that I could find myself. And in the 4.5 years that I've been sober, I've been able to do that. And I've been the happiest that I've ever been because I stopped listening to who society said that I was, and I started implementing and showing who I was. I may say a lot of outlandish shit, but that does not make me a bad person. I might say things that people don't agree with. And lots of people say things that I don't agree with. That doesn't make me hate them. You know what I mean? But, and quite the opposite. I love to talk to people that has opposing views. I really do. I really, really do. How come those conversations only come up in a bar, though? Not the best, not the best environment for political talk. But I do. I block a lot of people. I block a lot. If people leave comments on my videos and it's a blatant lie, like people like to say that I'm a child abuser. If it's a blatant lie, I'm gonna block it because I don't need that negativity in my aura. Part of the reason that my life looks like this is because I kept allowing people into my life that were evil. You know, the world is too big. There's too many good people out here. And I know that because I've had wonderful supporters over the past year. And thank you guys so much for actually supporting me.
Did you give up on Truther? No. I'm text box. Wait, what happened? Tech box. I was looking at something else. Looking at phones. But I need another phone. That's what's up. YouTube's but what? 669 must become a cop. Yeah. I don't know what maybe James wants to be a lawyer. Maybe he's getting like mixed up. Who knows? Who knows? But let me check on Truther. I forgot about him.
And being able to relate with me, that tells me that I'm not alone. I might feel alone a lot, and I say that all the time. And that's what I say that's what I mean when I say I don't say the right things. I know I say the wrong things, but emotionally inside, I am a tornado. You know.
It's pretty deep.
But there's too many people. And I want to do something different on YouTube. I've been wanting to do something different. But it is really hard to do something different when things are so set in stone on this social media app. The bullying, I've seen it. I watch other people's lives, especially a lot of you new upcoming creators. You know, I watched one girl the other day. I think she's got like 200 followers. And she is a victim of ST, and she escaped a horrible ST situation. And on her live, they were bullying her, calling her names, stuff like that. And it's just, it's wrong.
Was it Shani for Christ, though? Or something like that?
It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. I don't care. I just think that if a woman wants to come and tell her story, or if, you know, let's say Justin Bieber wants to come out and tell us what P. Diddy did to him, I'm here for it, honey. And he should be able to tell the whole world without any judgment. It's, you know, for him to talk about something like that would be to free himself, because there's a stigma that comes with being a victim of sex crimes. And a lot of women feel, a lot of people, men specifically, feel a lot of shame behind it. And sometimes telling your story is not for other people. Sometimes telling your story is part of you healing.
Well, yeah, it's everyone's individual decision what they want to share with the world. But where are we going? Where are we going with this, Brooke? What is the point of this?
Sometimes you just need to be heard. But the bullying that girl was facing on that live stream was crazy. I mean, it's one of those.
I don't even know if this person's real.
Those things where if it was a public setting, I would have been up screaming in people's faces type shit. I wouldn't have been able to control myself. It would have sent me over the edge because it was just so mean, the shit that they were saying. They did the same thing to me. They did the same thing to me when I first started this channel, remember? And they still do. There's days that they'll get in the chat and they'll fucking go back and forth, 8 billion. That's Jesus. That's a lot of people. I love everybody. What are you talking about? I love everybody. Everybody that respects themselves and respects me. I love the people that put out, you know, and implement a virtuous style of interaction with other humans. I love people like that. I have those interactions all the time. I probably need to highlight those more. I didn't see Laura, you commented on something, and YouTube automatically blocked it. Yes, I believe you, Paul. The cyber stalkers are real. And I also have CPTSD, which is the same thing as PTSD, just, you know, yeah.
Daisy hits people in the head with her skateboard? Could cause brain damage doing that. When has she done that? I've never seen her, like, whack someone in the head with her skateboard. She could go to jail for that.
You know, I don't even know. I don't even know. First of all, I find it interesting that the same people that stalk me, the ones telling me to get my life together, that come in my chat impersonating some of my best supporters, trying to bully them, I find it interesting that they have all of this time to stalk me. I mean, if you had a job, when would you have the time to stalk me? If you had to pay rent or you had a car payment like me, when would you have the time between trying to make money to stalk me? I don't know. I don't know. Interesting, right? Because stalking apparently is a full-time job. I had no clue. The police told me that.
She hit Jennifer Train in the head with a skateboard? Why? What? We've really fallen off of Daisy. She needs to go to jail. Why isn't she?
Oh, I can't wait to get this mail. Listen, if they ain't got it there today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the that big post
Oh no, she found the skateboard. She found the skateboard.
Office in Madison. Well, you know, like I said, this is the problem. Let me tell you the problem. So I'm wanting to move my P.O. box to Florida, but I'm expecting that package. This P.O. box expires on the 1st of February. If I switch my P.O. box to Florida, I might never get that package. It'll confuse UPS and Amazon so much, girl. You know.
Yeah, but then she finds it under her tent. Like, it was just, she misplaced it and she accused someone of stealing it and she went insane. She was telling the cops to, like, charge the guy and everything. But then, like, I don't know, not even 10 minutes later, she's, like, packing up her tent and then she's like, oh shit, here's a skateboard here. I seen her with it, I think it was yesterday or the day before, the blue one, right? And then she has another skateboard that she was going to use for skateboarding the bowl. But then she's like, I'm just going to skateboard with my blue skateboard. And fucking Christopher Lee Robin is probably lurking in the background. But I really haven't. I'm trying to think of, like, the last time we watched Daisy. And I knew what was going on. Like, I have no idea what's going on with Daisy anymore. I don't care.
If we having these problems now, imagine if we switch the address up on the package, okay? So let's not do that, because that might cause a lot more problems.
Are you saying you watched her hit the chick in the head with a skateboard on the stream? Because that'd be crazy if I was just checked out for that.
I can hear you on the phone now. No, it was originally supposed to go to North Carolina. That was back in December. It's July. She's in Florida. Like, bless it. I don't want those problems. So what I might do is just tell them to, I wonder if I can request to have it delivered to the Madison post office and pick it up from there. That's what I'm going to ask them today. Note to self. And I need to get moving before the sun goes down and I'm freezing.
We didn't go to jail today, Brooke. That's a good thing.
They ain't paid. They ain't got no money. The only thing they got is time and mom and daddy's Wi-Fi. Let's hope that
Okay, you have all these businesses Wi-Fi, right?
don't mess up. Is it messing up? So I don't think I need to take anything out. Where is my damn key? I got so many keys. I'm turning into my grandpa. Y'all know how Papa had all them damn keys on his pocket.
Yeah, I was talking about that. James is gonna have headphones on his pocket like that. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know.
I'd be like, why do you have 100 keys? None of them damn go to anything. Oh my God, y'all. Did I tell y'all that I saw a video of aerial surveillance out of one of those military helicopters? I did not know that them fuckers can see everything. Y'all know the helicopters when they're looking for suspects, like high-speed chase? You know, the helicopter's following over? When I tell you that they can see everything, they can see it. They can probably see through your fucking windshield and see what you're doing in the damn car. They can see everything.
That's what James says. James is like, the helicopter's always spying on me.
That shit's wild. I did not know that it had surveillance on it like that. Look at my hair.
What? I don't see your hair, but I see this is all of her stuff. Like, this is her storage unit. I think she has to still be in North Carolina. There's no way she'd be dressed like that if she was in Florida. What is all this? What is, like, this? Is like a food processor, and then we got, like, a sand bucket. I think this is, like, clothes, books, maybe a tattoo gun or a makeup box. And then just, like, I think the rest is just, like, all clothes all the way to the back. A really old TV or a cabinet, maybe? Subwoofer.
It had something gross in it. Oh my god. Yeah, I was like, damn. I'm out there drinking on the beach last summer like they can't see me. Oh god, I'm so stupid sometimes. Oh god. Birth certificate.
Oh shit, this is where the birth certificate is? I'd be like, fuck this shit.
It's gonna be in this container.
Okay, that's good.
I just keep making sure you can see, because y'all know that phone be cutting off. Hell, and I might want to take these down there because...
Those are some fancy pants. I mean, like, this reminds me of my house, and it's stressing me out. I gotta clean my house more.
I'm trying to go riding out at down the parks. Hey!
It's just a... I don't know. I guess this is just an accumulation of things throughout the year, but at some point in time, Brooke was like, look at that clock. We gotta get it.
Hey! Remember we broke the other one? Let's just make sure this one...
I'm pretty sure we had nothing to do with it. It was all you. You broke a teacup?
I think they were just probably cheaply made. I probably bought them from the Dollar Tree. You see the little holes? I think they were just cheaply made. I either got them at Walmart or, you know, they've come in handy now. I never used them when I lived in the house with my kid, but now I use
Why do we have a clock in the fucking mug out here? Get your birth certificate. What are we doing?
them all the time. So I guess they came in handy. They were too big for her little hands to hold. So they stayed in the cabinet. Oh, I do want a purse. I do want a purse. I never carry a purse anymore. I'm taking this. I'm gonna take the stuffing out of it. You know, we'll come back to pack for Florida. I need to calm down. I need to calm down. Bathing suit. Definitely need this.
What? Oh, because she can't figure out what she's doing. Okay, so we are going to Florida?
Shorts. I've been wondering where all this stuff was. T-shirt. Alright. Such a junky ass room. Oh. Damn, y'all. I should take that acrylic paint and paint my damn sign.
What is all that? I thought this is where the birth certificate was, not the big thing. Oh no. Oh. There we go. What is this?
For the show. Do I have a paintbrush? I sure do.
Oh, it's her paints.
I could paint that black sign that I always use for the channel. Oh, I got these markers too. I don't know if these will work, but we'll try them tonight. I'm gonna grab them. Maybe I can write in permanent marker because that chalk gets everywhere. It's all over my seat, honey.
The Cash App chalkboard.
I'll stick those in the door. All right. forget. Carpino text messages.
Wait. We have fucking developed pictures of text messages to the Carpinos? Why don't we just have screenshots?
When I start looking for these in a year or two,
In a year or two?
stuck them in here. At least I've already paid for all the evidence I need for the damn case. Hey, there's another driver's license. Oh my god, I was so cute. I'm so glad I stopped dyeing my hair blonde. I might go back blonde one day when I go like fully white. Hey, didn't I say I wanted a CD case? I think these are all movies. Yeah, they're all movies. This was all my Little Misses stuff. All of the Alice in Wonderlands. Is there any music? Because I got a road trip coming up. Not a damn CD. Are you kidding me? Oh. Matrix. Jesus Christ.
Brooke bought all of the Matrixes.
I mean, at least I got all the good movies, you know? All the Harry Potters, Lord of the Rings. Shit, there ain't no CDs. Alright, stop procrastinating. Birth of my ticket. Oh, God. Here we go. I need to clean this damn thing out, I reckon. You know what? Ah, damn stink bug. Sometimes I stuff them. Oh my god, y'all, that is one of my favorite pictures. I want that. Yeah. It's literally one of my favorite baby pictures of myself. Welcome to the 80s. I was so freaking cute. Oh my god, I want that so bad. It's ripped though. God, they just got my titty hanging out and everything. So adorable how they used to do baby pictures. Alright, I don't see it in here. Damn it. Why do they want a damn birth certificate? It's 2025. Oh, that's probably why, Brooke. That's why. It's 2025, you know what I mean? We gotta verify. Sorry, y'all. I be answering my own damn questions, don't I? Da 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 da. Where is this damn thing at? I don't know about this, boss. Y'all, what if I can't find this? Oh, God. Grandma and Mama back in the damn 1969. Mama would have been 1 year old right there. That's my Grandma Millie. Look how cute. Grandma's big old beehive. Reminds me of Amy Winehouse. Jeez, I don't think I'm gonna be able to find this. I really need to go through this fucking box, apparently. Hold on. Nope. Alright, I'm just gonna have to just start stuffing stuff. Oh shit. Here we go. Paper blowing everywhere. Where would I have stuck it? Oh God, my old probation handbook. I kept a binder because my PO was such a cunt that I recorded everything. because I was scared that she was going to try to lock me up. She didn't, and I got successfully off of probation. But I had to keep a record of everything at the time because I was fighting with that bitch on a weekly basis. Heavy-set African-American lady. When I talk about these issues, it's not because it's an isolated incident. It's because I've been through them many, many, many times over. I cannot find this damn birth certificate. I'm trying to think if I might have put it somewhere else. I mean, this is the only place I put my paperwork. Clearly. Clearly. I found it. I found it. I found it.
Ah, she found it.
Hey!
She found it. We didn't have faith in her.
Alright. Okie dokie pokey. Oh my god, please win. Please win! Oh, one of my prison journals. Y'all, I used to write every day in prison. Oh. What is this? Oh god. How was I so tan? Oh, because I was on the yard every day out there kicking the soccer ball around. I had a best friend. His name was Wilson.
Oh, the soccer ball? Well, I mean, like, Wilson is a volleyball. I wonder if she means, like, the ball was her friend, or she had a friend named Wilson. They just play soccer, which I would have never guessed Brooke's fucking childhood being just playing soccer with a guy named Wilson.
I love that picture. We've seen that one before. Oh, that's another good one. Right there. So I did socialize when I was in there. I had a lot of friends while I was in there. A lot of good girls. You meet a lot of really good people. Some of the best people you'll ever meet when it comes to, like, kindness. Give you the shirt off their back.
And she's talking about jail? Was she in the soccer team in jail?
You know? And then there's the whole opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to that as well. You're going to meet the worst of the worst. But the friends that I remember were kind and always there for me when I needed them in prison. And sometimes in the darkest moments, you can find some really good allies and good people. They weren't all hardcore criminals. Most of them were victims of their, you know, childhood circumstances.
Well, since she's like a van lifer, as she puts it, she says she can only stay in one place for 3 days, and then she's got to move because they get sick of her. Which I guess tracks. I don't know. I've never tried living out of a truck or a van or a car.
Like most of us. Damn it, now I can't get all this shit back in here. Oh my god, Brooke. This is why I want to go through all of this, because I want to get rid of this frame. I don't need the frame. Mama won't be mad at me for throwing the frame away. I want the pictures though. Oh, this is one of my favorite pictures ever. Literally one of my favorite. Look at me. Look at the look on my face. First of all, I invented the resting bitch face. I'm like mean mugging. I don't know why you can't see it. It might be the damn. And then my brothers. I don't know why I was mad that day, but every time I look at that, I laugh. I'm like, yep, there she is. There she is. Since birth. My soccer, oh my God, the circles under my eyes. Y'all. Medications. It's from the medications they had me on. Look at the dark circles. Can y'all see that?
I wonder if like she's crazy because of like whatever medication she was on as a kid, or if she was just fucking crazy as a kid and that's why she was on medication. Who knows? But that's pretty young to be on medication.
It's from the medications that they had me on. Jesus fucking Christ. It makes me so mad. And look how I'm standing off from the rest of the family. Notice how there's a gap there. I'm standing off to the side. out. All right, I got a cup. New hair bow I need. I've been looking for these. Birth certificate. And this looks like a new copy. It's crispy. Oh, I got this in 2013. Okay. All right. Orange County, Chapel Hill. I was born in UNC. It was actually NC Memorial Hospital back then. What is now known as UNC Chapel Hill. Where's the lock? Where's the keys? Shit. Alright. I'm hoping I can find the other flip-flop to this when we come back so I can take them to Florida. Hold on, I'm looking for the keys. I didn't want to lock myself in or out. I also want to make sure to have that birth certificate in case I get hired because they...
I mean, like, it wouldn't... What is she? She's 37, right? Is she actually 37? If she's actually 37, she was born, like, the late 80s. Like, it would have been the 90s, the early 90s, if she was, like, over the age of 3, I think. Or maybe over the age of 4, one or the other.
A lot of those companies in Florida use E-Verify. You gotta verify that you're an American citizen. I appreciate that. Hey, Virgo. Oh, a pair of gloves? Not today. I don't know where those things are, and I don't want to start pulling that stuff out, y'all. My head hurts so bad. I need to clean out this damn truck. Oh, I'm out of breath. Pants are all jacked up. All right. I bet... Okay. Birth certificate. I know where shit is when I... It's just finding it and all that trash. I know, I miss my mama. They say it gets easier, but I don't think that's true. I think it actually gets harder. When you lose everybody at a young age like me, everybody was dead before I was like 25 or 30. When you lose everybody like that at a young age, it
How can she... I don't know. I don't know if she was an orphan in the 90s. So yeah, probably then. I don't know. I gotta go clean this stuff. I gotta get on with my day, like Brooke said. But she found a birth certificate. She didn't go to jail. And James is angry as per usual. Crazy James. James gotta calm down, man. Gotta calm the hell down. But I'll see you guys all on the flippity flop. Blah, 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 blah.